Welcome to Harold C. Johnson Gymnasium at Parsons High School. Tony Fuentes and Scott Marlowe here, and we are ready for the Tank Connection pregame on the girls' side. And we host the Independence Lady Bulldogs here in the first game. Lady Bulldogs come into this matchup undefeated at 8-0. Lady Vikings come into this matchup 2-6. And Scott, Lady Vikes had a big win last Friday night at Coffeyville, and they led at the half 21-18, and then the Lady Vikes poured in 21 points in the third quarter, basically doubling their score from the first half, and they looked great in the third quarter. But then just kind of a sluggish fourth quarter for the Lady Vikes. Only had one field goal in the fourth quarter and 3 free throws for only 5 points in the fourth quarter, but they held the Lady NATO to only 7 points in the fourth quarter. So they escaped with a 9-point win and much needed win.
Yeah, it was a good win for the Lady Vikes, and yeah, that third quarter was obviously the difference. And fortunately, even though the Lady Vikes, like you said, were a little sluggish in that final frame, they had built a big enough cushion that they were able to keep Coffeyville at arm's length. And yeah, any win in the SEK is a good win, especially when wins have been hard to come by for the Lady Vikes this year. That was win number 2. And, you mentioned Independence, undefeated on the year, and obviously they've had a lot of good wins.
Yeah.
But one thing that you and I know, Lady Vikes kind of had Indy's number.
Yeah.
At least off and on.
Yeah.
There's been a couple of times where Independence has definitely been the favorite. And I remember one year in particular, they were heavy favorites, and Lady Vikes,
took them to overtime, I think, that year.
So, Lady Vikes, if they, the third quarter you mentioned when they poured in 21 points, we know that's not going to happen every quarter. But if the Lady Vikes can put together a couple of quarters like that tonight, look out.
It shows that the potential is there.
Yep.
They had 8 field goals in that third quarter, and I can probably look back through the scorebook and look, but I'm guessing that's probably the best quarter of the year for the Lady Vikes. The only other win was against Wichita Collegiate. So, the Lady Vikes obviously have the potential to do that, but they got to get rid of those quarters where the offense just disappears, and just try to be more consistent. Is all they need to do, and I feel like, we're still early enough in the season now that it's a 23-game season. We still have 15 games left.
Yeah, there's a long way to go.
I mean, if you look at it like that, it's almost like the whole season's left.
Yeah.
So it's definitely, a lot can happen between now and the end of the season to get better. And I don't know if you watched the game or not, but they tried to do a lot of high-low, working the ball down low off of a quick pass, and it worked several times, and then there were several times it didn't work.
Yeah.
It was an instant turnover. So, but I like the things that Coach Lyons is doing, trying to do new things, trying to keep other teams, off of what we normally do. So, I applaud Coach Lyons for that, and it's definitely I think it's looking up for the Lady Vikes. And I actually talked to Coach Lyons earlier and asked him about the Lancer Classic, which is next week. And he said that they turn in the record and the rosters tomorrow morning.
Okay. So
hopefully, and I think it's usually Thursday or Friday when they announce the schedule for that. So hopefully by Friday, we can, I guess we play on Thursday this week. So maybe on Thursday we can get that schedule so people will know whenever we go on the air Thursday night here, kind of what the schedule is for next week.
I think you can play as early as
4 o'clock.
4 o'clock on Monday.
Yeah.
So
who knows? And I think it just depends on who we play too, because if we're if we're a lower seed, and sometimes they try to have that 1-8 game, as a late game. And I think it depends on Southeast's seeding as well.
It does.
Because I think Southeast tries to have the 8 o'clock tip.
Right.
So I think it definitely depends on where the Southeast record is and stuff like that. So I think they can manipulate those times however they feel to fit their team schedule. So, but as soon as we know that, hopefully we can get that out to the listeners. So we are getting close to start time, and I don't know. I feel like they're going to do the national anthem before this game, Scott. The band was up there practicing.
Was warming up
yeah,
and
practicing.
everything.
So we're gonna we'll wait a couple more seconds here before we decide to take this break or not. But it doesn't appear.
Yeah, it looks like they're getting ready for the starting lineups.
They're lining up for the starting lineup. So I guess we'll just roll into the starters here, Scott. We'll end the Tank Connection pregame show and roll right into the game. So starting for the Lady Vikes, senior Braylon Hinman Mitchell, senior Cadence Ball, freshman Brenna Kramer, sophomore Ayana Robertson, and junior Alex Stoneberger. And senior Caitlin Spencer, senior Kayla Lemos, and senior Brooklyn Maddox. And I can't tell by that because of the hair on the girls here. And senior Madeline Bashir. So 4 seniors for sure in their starting lineup. It looks like Veely. Yep, junior Sarah Veely. So they have 4 seniors and 1 junior in their starting lineup. And that's probably a big reason why they're 8-0, Scott. They haven't lost a game yet.
Yeah, they definitely won't beat themselves. They have a lot of seniors, a lot of upperclassmen.
Well coached. Their coach has been there
for a while.
12 to 15 years. He's been there for quite a while, Bryson Bird. So I want to say they only beat Coffeyville 39-30, which was a low-scoring game.
Yeah,
which was kind of surprising. So they beat Coffeyville by 9. We beat Coffeyville by 9. So I mean, I like our chances here at home if we can get off to a good start.
Yeah, I'll be curious to see if I'm assuming Indy will come out in a man-to-man. I'm waiting to see if the matchup is going to be that Caitlin Spencer against Ayana Robertson. Spencer probably has a little bit of size.
I would
Robertson,
say,
but Robert, we've said it ever since her first game as a freshman. She can leap over anybody.
Yeah.
So if she doesn't have to worry about getting her shot blocked if she just elevates over the defender. So we'll see. And you were talking about Coach Lyons earlier. He's a pretty crafty coach, and he's not afraid to try new things. Yep. And I think he was the head coach a few years ago, just for one season.
Yep. And
now he's back. So technically his second year, but really his first year because it's all new personnel, obviously.
Exactly.
And like you said, we've got 15 games to go.
Yeah,
a
lot.
So
a lot of season left. We got some good refs: Cortez White, Cliff Mack, and Will Tunstall.
Yep, experienced crew.
So should have a good experienced crew here on the refereeing side of it. Coach Lyons giving a few last words to the ladies before Robertson goes out against Lemos for the tip. And Lemos was out all year last year with a ACL.
That's right. I knew I didn't recognize her. I forgot about that injury.
Yeah.
Yep.
But her sophomore year, she was good. I remember her from that year. So we are ready for action. And the Lady Vikes are going to control the tip. Stoneberger gets it off to Kramer on the wing. Back up top to Hinman Mitchell. Now kicks it back out to Stoneberger. Lady Vikes patient on this first drive, and they turn it over. Well, nope. Hinman saves it. 16 on the shot clock. Kramer with it. Lady Vikes going to have to go quick here, down to 10 seconds on the shot clock. Cadence Ball with it. Nearly stolen. It's going to end up being a shot clock violation, I believe. Even if it is the Lady Vikes basketball. It's only have 2 seconds.
2 seconds to go the length of the court, Tony.
Yep.
I would throw it long to Robertson.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if it goes out of bounds on the other end.
Right. They tried.
Yep, shot clock violation. So no shot on the first possession of the game. So Madeline Bashir to inbounds, gets it into Maddox.
Nobody
Maddox
picks up the
quickly
ball.
up the floor, puts it up, no good. Knocked out of bounds. It's going to go to the Lady Vikes. I was a little surprised there, Scott. I thought that was off the Lady Vikes.
Yeah, I didn't have a good look at it, so not much argument from Indy.
So it's going to be a press, it looks like, from the Indy.
Yeah, I was worried about this.
Yeah, and it's a pretty good press. They just need to break it. Man, they have to have numbers on the other end. Robertson with it now. Gets it to cross. Stoneberger has it now. Hinman Mitchell drives in, scores it. First basket goes to the Lady Vikes. Braylon Hinman Mitchell. Now Veely gets it to Maddox. 2-0 Lady Vikes, 6:50 to play, first quarter. Veely with the quarter, back up top to Lemos, all the way around the horn. Bashir with it. Now Maddox guarded hard by Robertson. Now Lemos gets in the paint, wants to put it up, no good. Rebound Robertson. Robertson wants to run. Cut off by Lemos. Now kick back out. Stoneberger back to Robertson. That should have been a foul. Put up by Robertson, no good. Second effort, no good. So a couple of shots by Robertson at point blank. Just a little too hard on both of them. Now Lady Bulldogs get it down low to Spencer. She missed the layup, but they get the offensive rebound on a tip out. Another missed shot. Now Lady Vikes corral it in the corner, and now a steal, and here's Veely. Puts it in. So made basket by Sarah Veely to tie the game. 5:52 to play. And it's just a 30-second. We're just going to keep it here. We're going to thank some of our sponsors. Labette Health, Bartlett Co-op, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Labette Community College, Elmhaven Nursing Home, and Woodridge Estates, Tank Connection, Clemens Insurance Agency, Commercial Bank, Eye Care Associate of Parsons, Drs. Newland, Gilmore, and Ray, Parsons District Schools, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Labette Center for Mental Health Services, Community National Bank, Wood Insurance Center, Roy's Auto Service, Bowen Pharmacy, Parsons Educational Foundation, Labette Bank, Snyder Lawn Care, SEK Orders, Dr. Mosier and Meister, Idea Tech, Day and Zimmerman, and Brown's Mechanical and Plumbing Services. Thank you to all of our sponsors. Lady Vikes get it in, need to get it across the half court. Got 4 seconds, got to go. They barely get it across. Kramer has it. Swarming defense by Indy here, Scott.
Yeah, that's going to continue for a good chunk of the game. Fortunately, there's a foul, and it doesn't look like
the foul.
They don't have. I'm kind of thinking they may not be quite as deep as some years, Tony. So maybe
after these first 5, yeah, I think you're right. But these first 5 are pretty good.
They're really good.
Yeah, Lemos now with the steal. She gets all the way to the other end, gives it up to Maddox, missed the layup. Now a block shot from Ball, but another offensive rebound. Now a steal by Lady Vikes. Here comes Kramer, and it's stolen by Lemos. So steals going back and forth. Now Lemos in the paint, scores it. So Kayla Lemos gets her first basket. 4-2, Lady Bulldogs. Now Cadence Ball with it. Puts it up, no good. Just a little late on that pass. Cadence Ball was all alone. Now Veely with it, coming back the other way. Get it down low to Spencer. Spencer spin move in the paint, no good. Rebound, oh, Independence comes up with it. Now just a throw-up shot, no good. Now Maddox for 3, in and out, no good. Another offensive rebound for Lady Bulldogs. Now Maddox in the paint this time. Now Spencer scores it. So Caitlin Spencer gets her first bucket. 6-2, Lady Bulldogs.
And Tony, 6 offensive rebounds already.
Wow.
So a couple of those were just bad bounces for the Lady Vikes, but they're going to have to clean that up.
Yeah, the Lady Vikes looks like, you know, the pressure is pretty tough, but I think once they break that press, I think they'll be okay and maybe get some easy. Like Caden's ball was wide open on that last one. They just didn't see her in time.
Yeah, and I honestly thought she got fouled on the way to the basket.
Yeah, it looked like it. I think if she would have went a little bit more underneath,
yep.
I think she kind of pulled up a little bit and didn't draw as much contact as what the refs want to see for a foul, I guess. There has only been one foul in the first 3.5 minutes. We're at 4:29 mark of the first quarter. Stoneberger double team, gets it to Robertson. Now to Hinman Mitchell, throws it up to Kramer. Kramer cuts between the defense and is fouled.
You know, I've been preaching for years on these broadcasts, Tony, to punish a press.
Yeah.
Punish a press. If you get it into the front court and you have numbers, go strong to the hole.
And that's what Kramer did there. So Brenna Kramer will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. First one's up and good. I like how she took her time and collected herself. Got her breathing right and knocked that down because every point's going to be important in this game. Heidi Schultz to check in for the Lady Vikes. Free throws up and good. So Schultz will check in for Kramer. Brooklyn Maddox the inbounds for the Lady Bulldogs. Gets it in the Veely. Back to Maddox. Back and forth between Veely and Maddox. Now Veely takes it to the corner. Tries to get it into Spencer. Robertson knocked it back out. Lemos at the elbow. Kicks it back out. Now Maddox wants a 3, and it's good. Brooklyn Maddox knocks down a big 3-pointer. Now the score is 9-4. Lady Vikes trail by 5. 3:43 to play first quarter. 9-4 Bulldogs. Stoneberg gets it down the ball. Ball looking for help. Misses the shot. Robertson gets the offensive rebound. And it's out of bounds off the Lady Bulldog. I think
I
it was going to be off the Vikings, and the Lady Bulldogs tried to save it and stepped out.
I think you're right.
Now throw it into Robertson. She is hacked.
I can't believe
and
that.
And no call. Wow. So here it goes the other way. Veely in the corner, goes baseline. And she is fouled. So 3:16 to play first quarter, 9-4 Lady Bulldogs. Sarah Veely will go to line and shoot 2. That'll be the first sub for the Lady Bulldogs. Let's see who comes in. Lemos is hurting bad. So
yeah, she's in some pain on the bench.
Haley Maddox, freshman. So I'm guessing it's Brooklyn Maddox's little sister, checks into the game. I noticed there's Maddox and a Lemos on the freshmen.
Mm-hmm.
So they graduate a Maddox and Lemos, and then they got them coming right back. Both free throws are missed. Still 9-4. Yeah, Lemos is grabbing her knee, Scott. Like she took her shoe off. And she's going to the locker room. Schultz kicks it out to Hinman Mitchell. Hinman Mitchell, little floater, no good. Knocked out of bounds, though, by the Bulldogs. So Lady Vikes will maintain possession. I think maybe they're just wrapping her ankle. Stoneberger with it. Gets it to Schultz. Near steal. Saved by Robertson. 2:35 and counting to go. Now it's still. Maddox. Now still by Ball. And now Braylon Hinman Mitchell missed the shot. and is fouled. Foul is on Veely. So that's the third foul on the Lady Bulldogs. It's just going to be on the floor, so it'll be an inbounds underneath their own basket. Get it into Cadence Ball.
Yep, she shuffled her feet rather.
Yeah, she sure did. I saw it. Just trying to do a little too much there.
Yep.
So Veely with it. Gets it ahead. Gets it ahead to the younger Maddox, but she travels with it. 9-4. Lady Vikes trail by 5. 2:15 to play first quarter. Lady Vikes in a much needed basket here. Now quickly throw it up the floor. Ball saves it somehow.
Nice hustle.
And now she kicks it back to Stoneberger, now to Hinman Mitchell. Thought about the three. Now Ball. They need a three. It'd be a big bucket if they could knock one down here. Robertson gets it to Schultz. Schultz puts it on the floor, kicks it back out. Down to 7 on the shot clock. Now Hinman Mitchell underneath. Oh, it has to be a foul, Scott. Has to be a foul.
Yeah.
No call. Here comes the Lady Bulldogs with the ball. Now near steal. Now the younger Maddox for three. No good. Lady Vikes with the rebound. 1:24 and counting here in the first quarter. Cadence Ball give and go to Robertson. Is blocked by Spencer. You're not going to see that very often.
That was good defense.
Now Brooklyn Maddox kicks it back out to Bashir. Three-pointer is good. So Madeline Bashir knocks down a big three-pointer to go 12-4, Lady Bulldogs. Under a minute to play here in the first quarter. Heidi Schultz got cut off by Spencer. Now underneath is Robertson. She gets it to go. Big bucket there for Lady Vikes. 12-6. 45 seconds left to go in the quarter.
Love to see a stop and a score here, Tony, to end the first quarter.
Yeah, there's some Lady Bulldogs that are gassed. The one just asked to come out, and the coach told her she's fine. So now it's off the Lady Bulldogs. Yeah, and they're going to send in Mia Cope, Jr. Going to come into the game for Veely. Veely is, she was asking to come out. Even though there's only 30 seconds left in the quarter, she's gassed. Now Hinman Mitchell gives it back to Robertson. Now Stoneberger. Now Schultz.
She
cut
shoved off.
Yeah. Now three-pointer on the way is good from Braylon. 5 points now for Hinman Mitchell. 12-9. That's what the Lady Vikes needed. Down to 8 seconds. 5 seconds. Now Cope traveled. Lady Vikes aren't going to have much time. 2.3 seconds. But they're only down by 3, Scott. I like the way they fought back here.
Yeah, it's been a good end to the quarter.
Yep. Lady Vikes going to end the quarter on a run, but they trail 12-9 at the end of the first quarter. Let's take a 30-second break and listen to Lady Viking basketball on V93.
Life is about movement, and the human body is like any high-performance machine. When miles add up, parts wear down, and that's when pain begins, and here's where it ends. At Labette Health, our nationally recognized orthopedic and sports medicine surgeons use advanced techniques to reduce recovery times and relieve pain for miles to come. Feel like new again at Labette Health in Parsons, Kansas. For more information, go to labettehealth.com.
Welcome back to Parsons High School. Tony Fuentes and Scott Marlowe. Brody Wright taking care of our live stream. Karen Hardesty back at the KLKC studio patching us through. And we are ready for second quarter of the girls game here. Lady Vikes trail by 3 at 12-9. But I like the fight in them, Scott. I think they're finally starting to kind of figure out how to break this press. Even though Indy had some different girls in the game there at the end of that quarter. So maybe that made a little bit of a difference. But I think if the Lady Vikes can break that press, I think they can keep up with them.
Yeah, Lady Vikes within 3, and that they only shot 3 out of 12, for 25% in that first quarter. But that nice little 5-0 run to end the quarter has got them right back in the thick of things. And, unofficially I have them down for 5 turnovers. And, that's, you'd like to see fewer turnovers than that. But compared to some other situations we've seen against a full court press, that could easily have been 8 or 9.
They got 6 on the court.
They sure do.
Oh, man.
That was almost a technical.
That could have been really bad. So here comes Brooklyn Maddox. Gives it off to Cope. Now Bashir. Now Lemos back in the game. I think she just got her ankle taped up. She's kind of limping around.
She's a little gimpy, it looks like.
Yep. Stoneberger hounding her. All the way back to Brooklyn Maddox. Now Lemos from the elbow, back to Maddox. Maddox wants to go baseline. Puts it up, no good. Rebound, Lady Vikes. Quickly up the court is Kramer. Wow.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah. That defender there just kind of caught her off guard as she took that step, and because Lady Vikes had numbers. Had 3-on-1. Bashir gets to Maddox. 7:20 to play, second quarter. Cope back to Maddox for a 3, and it's good. So Brooklyn Maddox definitely is their shooter. She's good. So Lady Vikes definitely going to have to guard her. Schultz with it. Kicks it back out to Hinman Mitchell now. A 3-pointer from Balls, no good, but rebound by Hinman Mitchell underneath. And now a rebound by Robertson. Wow. I can't believe they let her get away with that one. They've been letting a lot go here. And now a steal by the Bulldogs. Here's Brooklyn Maddox. Kicks it back out. Lemos thought about the 3. Now kicks it over to Bashir for a 3. No good. Rebound to Cadence Ball. 6:25. Here comes Robertson. Gets to the paint. Now she turned it over. Now Lemos with it. Puts it up and good. So Lemos gets her second bucket. Now all of a sudden it's a 8-point game, and Indy got another steal. Now Maddox for a 3, no good. Hinman Mitchell stepped on the line. So another Lady Vikes turnover. So what was just a 3-point game is now an 8-point game, and the Bulldogs have possession.
5 turnovers in the first 2 minutes of this quarter, Tony.
Wow, that's tough. Maddox hits it in. Spencer, now Veely. Now Maddox for a 3, and it's good. So Brooklyn Maddox has knocked down 3 threes, and she's definitely been the difference in this game. It's now 20-9, and it's a full timeout. So let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93.
Here's a bright idea. Make sure you put your pants on before leaving the house. Sure, it seems simple, but sometimes simple doesn't happen. At IdeaTech, we think it's simple to have real people who live in Kansas helping customers. We understand that not everyone in our industry agrees. Then again, not everyone puts on pants before they leave the house. We think it's important to get the simple things right. Putting our pants on and providing local customer service. Another bright idea from IdeaTech.
Welcome back to Parsons High School. Tony Fuentes and Scott Marlowe. Brody Wright doing our live stream. Karen Harsey back at the studio. Lady Vikes now in 11-point hole at 20-9, 5:53 to play. Second quarter. As the Lady Bulldogs erupted to 8 points the first couple of minutes of this quarter. 2 3-pointers from Brooklyn Maddox and a layup by Kayla Lemos. Cadence Ball, the inbounds for Lady Vikes, gets it into Hinman Mitchell. The Lady Vikes just need to break this press. And they throw it away again, Scott.
I think it was touched by Indy.
Lady Vikes caught a break. Stoneberger with it. I would think whenever you have Spencer all the way out there, you try to get it down.
Right.
But I guess Robertson's not in the game.
Robertson's on the bench right now.
So that's why Spencer was able to come all the way out and guard Stoneberger. Kramer with it. 13 on the shot clock. Lady Vikes gonna have to go quick here. Down to 9. Kramer kicks it back. Ball should have just shot that.
She was open.
Now wide open in the paint is Hinman Mitchell with the little floater that goes. Braylon now has 7 points, and she's going to go to the line for a free throw here. That's the second foul on Veely. Robertson will check back in along with the freshman Maddox. Free throw's good from Hinman Mitchell. So 20-12 now. Lady Vikes definitely need more of those.
Yeah, they're still in this thing.
Yes. I mean, Maddox has got to cool off at some point, I would hope. Now Lemos with it in the paint, puts it up and scores it. That's going to be tough with her length. But she just got great court awareness. Now Kramer underneath, missed it, knocked out of bounds by Spencer. So Lady Vikes will maintain possession under their own basket. 4:58 to play, second quarter, 22-12. Now Stoneberger wants a three, but it's blocked. Kramer somehow gets the rebound. Now fight for the ball, and here comes Brooklyn Maddox. Tries to throw it, and gets knocked away, and it's going to go out of bounds off the Lady Vikes. So Lady Bulldogs with the possession and a 10-point lead at 4:41 to play, second quarter. Here comes Brooklyn Maddox, the senior. Near steal by Lady Vikes. Now almost stolen again. So Lemos thought about the three, gets the elbow, kicks it back out to Maddox. Now Maddox for a three. Off this time. Lady Vikes with the rebound. Here they go. 4:10 and counting for second quarter. Cadence Ball missed the three. Rebound to the younger Maddox. And she wants to go coast to coast. Spencer lost it out of bounds. Lady Vikes catch a break there.
Just down by 10, Tony. Lady Vikes, they just need to win these last, the last 3:58 here. See if they can cut it in half.
Yeah,
go
down to
in the locker
5
room
would be
down
nice.
to 5 would be great.
Spencer.
That's a foul.
Schultz now gets into Lemos. Yeah, there's no call. Now Stoneberger kicks it over to Hinman Mitchell. She's going to set it back up. Brooklyn Maddox follows her all the way out. The defense has been pretty stingy here for the Lady Bulldogs. They're getting double team traps everywhere. Now Kramer wants the three. Now for a long two. Off the mark, no good. Now Schultz just gets it ripped out of her hands by Lemos. Lemos, nice move to the basket and scores it. That's tough to stop that.
Yeah, she's a good athlete.
And here's Hinman Mitchell, near steal by Lemos. Hinman Mitchell gets it to Robertson off the backboard and good. Robertson gets her second basket. Still a 10-point advantage for Lady Bulldogs, 24-14. Maddox all the way back across the Lemos. 2:55 and counting. Now Spencer with it. Gets in the paint, passes it to the younger Maddox. Now rebound to those Lady Vikes. Here comes Brenna Kramer. Kramer gets to Hinman Mitchell. Lady Vikes look winded, Scott.
They do look a little gassed, you're right.
There's Stoneberger. Now Kramer underneath, puts it up. We're going to call a foul on Bashir. That's her second. Lexi Jones checking in for the first time for Lady Vikes, along with Cadence Ball. Mia Cope checking back in, and Morgan McLennan, sophomore, is checking in for the first time. The Lemos and Bashir go to the bench. Now Robertson underneath is fouled, I think by Spencer. Foul is called on Maddox. That's her first. So Ayana Robertson will go to the line to shoot 2. First one's good. One more free throw for Robertson. Second free throw is also good.
You got him 5 out of 5 here in the first half, Tony.
Yep, that's what I got as well. So 24-16, Lady Vikes trail by 8. And we have a timeout on the floor. Let's see if it's going to be a full one. So let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Viking Basketball on VE93.
Discover what you've been missing in Parsons, Kansas. Curious Minds Discovery Zone, a children's museum that inspires a love of learning, with hands-on exhibits for all ages to imagine, create, learn, and discover. Kids enjoy looking through microscopes, building on our magnetic ball run wall, creative play in our doctor's office or grocery store, and lots more. Discover, explore, Parsons, Kansas.
Welcome back to Parsons High School. Tony Fuentes and Scott Marlowe. 2:25 to play in the second quarter of this girls contest. 24-16. Lady Vikes trail by 8. Lady Vikes trailed 12-9 at the end of the first quarter. And now Indy has gotten it up to an 8-point advantage at this moment. That should have been a travel, Scott.
That was close.
There's Spencer with it. Kicks it over to Cope. Back to Spencer, and it's good. So just a little give and go there with Spencer and Cope, and it works out for Lady Bulldogs, back up to 10 points. And now a steal. And here comes Lady Bulldogs again. 2 minutes to play in the second quarter. Brooklyn Maddox cut off by Lexi Jones. McLennan now in the game for Lady Bulldogs. Now McLennan grabs it, goes baseline with a little floater, no good. It's going to be a rebound by Lady Vikes, and I think it's a push by Spencer. Yep. Second on Caitlin Spencer. So 2 fouls on Spencer, 2 fouls on Veely, 2 fouls on Bashir. Here comes Stoneberger. Hinman Mitchell with it. Minute and a half to play here in the first half. Stoneberger. Lexi Jones, Schultz now. Down to 14 on the shot clock. Hinman Mitchell puts it on the floor, cut off. Now Schultz wants to go. Backs it out. Hinman Mitchell. Got to shoot it. Now it's a steal. Here comes Maddox. Cut off by Lexi Jones. Now kicks it back out. Now Cope for a 3, no good. Rebound Lady Vikes. Now they throw it up to Hinman Mitchell. Now Schultz with the layup, and it's good. So Heidi Schultz with the first basket. 26-18. Here comes Lady Bulldogs quickly the other way. And an easy bucket for Caitlin Spencer. Now she has 6. So 28-18, 35 seconds to play here in the first half. Hinman Mitchell thought about the three. Now she got a little floater, no good. Rebound goes to Lady Bulldogs. Brooklyn Maddox brings it slowly up the floor. Now Spencer in the paint. They're going to go for one shot, I think, Scott.
Sure looks like it.
They got a 10-point lead, and they're going to have last shot of the half. Now three-pointer on the way, in and out, no good. That was close to going down, but it's a 10-point advantage for the Lady Bulldogs at the half at 28-18. Let's take a 2-minute break, and then we'll come back and break down this first half. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93.
Looking for a career that supports the U.S. national security mission? Join Day and Zimmerman here in Parsons, Kansas. Our salaried and hourly positions offer competitive compensation, starting at $22.90 for hourly roles, and all employees receive excellent benefits and room to grow. From production operators to engineering and beyond, you'll help supply America's defense and build a career you can be proud of. Apply today at careers.dayzim.com. You can make a difference at Day and Zimmerman.
At Labette Center, we have worked hard to make it easier than ever to start on your journey to wellness. The center provides a full range of mental health and substance use services to individuals of all ages. With expanded services and same-day access, you can begin your journey when you are ready. Visit our website at lcmhs.com to find out more about our services and begin your journey to wellness today. Labette Center for Mental Health. Help for today, hope for tomorrow.
Discover what you've been missing in Parsons, Kansas. Curious Minds Discovery Zone, a children's museum that inspires a love of learning, with hands-on exhibits for all ages to imagine, create, learn, and discover. Kids enjoy looking through microscopes, building on our magnetic ball run wall, creative play in our doctor's office or grocery store, and lots more. Discover, explore, Parsons, Kansas.
In 2003, Tank Connection founders envisioned a Southeast Kansas-based company dedicated to innovating voltage storage tanks, offering superior products and services through a customer-focused team. 2 decades later, and products in 64 countries and on 6 continents, this vision endures. Tank Connection employee owners are dedicated to a future where their shared purpose brings empowered realities to as many lives as possible.
Hi, I'm Shelby, one of the pharmacists at Bowen Pharmacy. Not only do we keep you up to date on your COVID and flu vaccines, but we also offer pneumonia, shingles, hepatitis, meningitis, tetanus, and whooping cough vaccines. Based on the latest CDC guidelines, we can recommend the vaccines to keep you and your family healthy. Thank you for always choosing Bowen Pharmacy. We're here today and we'll be here tomorrow.
3 points, Brooklyn Maddox with 9, Sarah Veely with 2, Caitlin Spencer with 6, and Kayla Lemos with 8. Parsons, Brenna Kramer with 2, Braylon Hinman Mitchell with 8, Heidi Schultz with 2, and Ayana Robertson with 6. And Scott, we've struggled to score most of the year, and then I think there's only been 2 games that we've been over 40 points.
Yeah.
So, and both of those are wins. So we have to score more points, and we just got to figure out a way to do it. And like we said in the pregame, I feel like Coach Lyons is working on some different things, and it just takes time. You know, whenever you've got, there's quite a few younger players on this team. You got the 2 seniors, but there's quite a bit of youth on this Lady Vikings team.
Yeah, there is.
So,
they made 6 field goals out of 22. Independence 12 out of 31 for 38%. So they doubled up the Lady Vikes on made field goals, and they got it hot for a little while there from behind the 3-point line to open up a bit of a lead. But Lady Vikings outscored Indy from the free throw line 5-0, and that has kept the Lady Vikes, just close enough here. Basically, they need to repeat what they did down at Coffeyville and have an outstanding third quarter. So this will be a contest going into the fourth period. Lady Vikes, 13 turnovers in the first half, only 4 for Independence, and that shows their experience and that's being a senior-laden team. So Independence was the better team in the first half, but Lady Vikes are not. They're not really outmanned.
No.
They can hang with this Independence team, but they'll have to cut down on the turnovers, and easier said than done, obviously, but they're just going to have to shoot the ball better.
Exactly. You're exactly right. So Lady Vikes trail by 10 at the half, and let's take a 4-minute break, and then we should be about ready for the start of the second half. So 4-minute break. You're listening to Lady Viking Basketball on B93.
With many years of combined experience, Eye Care Associates of Parsons has set the framework in providing comprehensive eye health examinations for all ages and routine vision care for families throughout the 4-state area. Our optometrists and staff provide remarkable care with state-of-the-art technology to help with diagnosis and management of eye health conditions. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your next eye exam. Eye Care Associates of Parsons. Experience modern eye care.
Reaching your goals is closer than you think at Labette Community College. With 25 programs of study, 6 certificate options, and a campus that cares, your journey at LCC is sure to lead to success. Become a Cardinal. Visit labette.edu to learn more today.
At Labette Center, we have worked hard to make it easier than ever to start on your journey to wellness. The center provides a full range of mental health and substance use services to individuals of all ages. With expanded services and same-day access, you can begin your journey when you are ready. Visit our website at lcmhs.com to find out more about our services and begin your journey to wellness today. Labette Center for Mental Health. Help for today, hope for tomorrow.
With many years of combined experience, Eye Care Associates of Parsons has set the framework in providing comprehensive eye health examinations for all ages and routine vision care for families throughout the 4-state area. Our optometrists and staff provide remarkable care with state-of-the-art technology to help with diagnosis and management of eye health conditions. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your next eye exam. Eye Care Associates of Parsons. Experience modern eye care.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
Here's a bright idea: streaming without buffering. It's not 2014. There's no reason for laggy internet and buffering shows. IdeaTek has the technology. It's fiber optic cable. IdeaTek has brought high-speed fiber to 75 communities and counting. Don't put up with outdated internet. Stream without buffering. Another bright idea from IdeaTek.
Hi, I'm Shelby, one of the pharmacists at Bowen Pharmacy. Not only do we keep you up to date on your COVID and flu vaccines, but we also offer pneumonia, shingles, hepatitis, meningitis, tetanus, and whooping cough vaccines. Based on the latest CDC guidelines, we can recommend the vaccines to keep you and your family healthy. Thank you for always choosing Bowen Pharmacy. We're here today and we'll be here tomorrow.
Discover what you've been missing in Parsons, Kansas. Curious Minds Discovery Zone, a children's museum that inspires a love of learning, with hands-on exhibits for all ages to imagine, create, learn, and discover. Kids enjoy looking through microscopes, building on our magnetic ball run wall, creative play in our doctor's office or grocery store, and lots more. Discover, explore, Parsons, Kansas.
Here's a bright idea. Make sure you put your pants on before leaving the house. Sure, it seems simple, but sometimes simple doesn't happen. At Idea Tech, we think it's simple to have real people who live in Kansas helping customers. We understand that not everyone in our industry agrees. Then again, not everyone puts on pants before they leave the house. We think it's important to get the simple things right. Putting our pants on and providing local customer service. Another bright idea from Idea Tech.
In Mitchell and Kramer, I believe, in the starting lineup here for the start the second half. And Lemos, Spencer, Maddox, Bashir, and Veely in the lineup for Lady Bulldogs.
Just critical that the Lady Vikes come out, have a good start to the second half, Tony.
I agree. Stoneberger. Bring it across half court. Lady Vikes with the first possession here in the second half. Robertson up top, gives it off the ball. It's a down low to Hinman Mitchell. She's cut off quickly by Spencer. Just really good defense by this Lady Bulldogs. There's not very many gaps in this defense. Kramer with it on the wing. Spin move, kicks it back out. Down to 7 on the shot clock. Lady Vikes going to have to shoot it. Hinman Mitchell got to shoot. Kramer doesn't get it off. So just like the very first possession of the game, Scott, Lady Vikes don't get a shot off.
Yeah, well, you mentioned that defense of Indy. It's makes it hard on the offense to get into any kind of rhythm.
Very stingy. When they're in that set defense, it's pretty tough. Bashir with it on the wing. Now Maddox gets it down low to Spencer. She's in the paint a long time. No call, though. Now they're going to get a jump ball, and it's going to stay with the Lady Bulldogs. Spencer was in the paint for a good 5 seconds there, and they're not calling anything. So now they get it into Spencer. She nearly loses it. Kicks it back out. And now Bashir for a three. Now Spencer with the rebound. Now Maddox wants a little 8-footer, no good. Now another offensive rebound and a putback by Spencer, and she's fouled.
Yeah, that was a problem back in the first quarter. Offensive rebound. Lady Vikes cleaned it up in the second period. In fact, Lady Vikes won the rebounding battle 16-14 in the first half, but got to box out.
Senior Caitlin Spencer will go to the line to shoot 2. She had 6 points in the first half. Taking her time on the first one here, and it's in and out, no good. So Lady Bulldogs 0 for 3 from the line. That's been their only bad part of their game, Scott.
Yeah, and historically they usually shoot free throws pretty well.
Spencer will have one more here. 28-18. Lady Bulldogs with a 10-point lead, and the second one does go. So we talked her into that one, I think. So now 11-point advantage, and now another steal. Well, Schultz saved it, and now Schultz is fouled, and Heidi Schultz will go to the line.
Nice hustle by Heidi.
So foul is on 11. That is Veely. That's going to be her third. And quickly they go to the freshman Maddox to come in for Veely. First free throw from Schultz is up. No good. So Lady Vikes down 29-18. 6:40 to play, third quarter. Freshman Haley Maddox checks in for the Lady Bulldogs. Second free throw, also no good. Now here comes the senior Maddox. Spencer in the paint, kicks it out. Bashir kicks it all the way back out to Maddox. 6:26 and counting here in the third quarter. I thought she took steps, Scott.
That was close.
Now Bashir kicks it all the way across to the freshman Maddox. Now Brooklyn Maddox underneath the basket and almost lost it. Now Spencer gets an easy look, but a missed shot. Now fight for the ball. Man, there was a lot of contact there. Looked like Spencer just bodied Schultz, and there was no call.
Yeah, they've let quite a bit of contact go tonight.
The Lady Vikes do get it on the jump ball alternating possession to them. So Kramer calling out a play. And now just Lemos just picked Schultz's pocket. Lemos goes all the way in and scores it. She's the first one to double digits. So now 31-18 Lady Bulldogs, 5:46 to play. We're just going to keep it here. We're going to thank some sponsors. We're going to thank Brown's Mechanical and Plumbing Services, Day and Zimmerman, Idea Tech, SEK Ortho, Drs. Mosier and Meister, Snyder Lawn Care, Labette Bank, Parsons Educational Foundation, Bowen Pharmacy, Roy's Auto Center, Wood Insurance Center, Community National Bank, Labette Center for Mental Health Services, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Parsons District Schools, Eye Care Associate of Parsons, Drs. Newland, Gilmore, and Ray, Commercial Bank, Clemens Insurance Agency, Tank Connection, Elm Haven Nursing Home and Woodridge Estates, Labette Community College, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Bartlett Co-op, and Labette Health. Lady Vikes get it in. Hinman Mitchell with it in the backcourt. And she gets it to Kramer. Kramer breaks midcourt, backs it off. Now she lost it. And it was tipped, they said. Now near steal, and here Canaan's ball goes. It is stolen by Maddox. And she lost it, and now the ball saves it. Now Kramer goes to the basket and scores it. Brenna Kramer now with 4 points. 31-20. Now Spencer on the other end. Wow, that looked fairly clean as Hinman Mitchell was going away from the body.
You know, I think she came down pretty hard, but it looked up top, it was all ball.
That's what it looked like to me,
you know,
too.
I don't know, and like you said, I don't know that she could have bodied her up. I can see why the ref called the foul because she came down so hard, but that may have very well been a clean block.
Caitlin Spencer is at the line, and she makes the first one. She is now 2 for 3 from the line with one more coming here. Cadence ball checks out. Spencer with one more free throw. 32-20, 12-point advantage. Make that a 13-point advantage at 33-20. 5:12 to play, third quarter. Robertson spin move, gets across midcourt. Now she gets into almost to the paint. Now she kicks it out to Kramer, all the way back out to Hinman Mitchell. Hinman Mitchell gets to the elbow, kicks it off to Schultz for a three. No good, but an offensive rebound for the Lady Vikes. Here's Schultz, kicks it over to Hinman Mitchell. She wants to try to drive. Now she gets it down to Robertson. Robertson double teamed, gets it in the paint and scores it. To Robertson now with 8 points. 33-22. Now Lemos trying to get it to Spencer. Now the Lady Vikes on the run. Cut off by Bashir as Stoneberger. Now a three-pointer from Schultz, no good. And then Lemos with the defensive rebound. Here comes Lady Bulldogs all the way down to Spencer. Spencer puts it up and good. So Spencer now in double figures. So 2 Bulldogs in double figures now. 35-22. Hinman Mitchell gets it down to Robertson. Robertson trying to get it to Schultz. She finally does get it to Schultz, but off of an Indy player. Now Hinman Mitchell kicks it out to Stoneberger. Stoneberger, little floater, no good, and rebound to the Lady Bulldogs. 3:41 to play, third quarter, 35-22. Lady Vikes trail by 13. Now the Lady Vikes get a steal. Now Lemos cuts off Stoneberger, blocks it out of bounds. So Lady Vikes will maintain possession underneath their own basket as McLennan and Cope check back in for the Lady Bulldogs. Checking in for Bashir and Brooklyn Maddox. Cadence Ball checks back in for Kramer. Now Ball gets it. Now back up to Schultz. Now Stoneberger. Throws it away. Here comes Lemos. Lemos threw it away. Lady Vikes couldn't control it, so it goes out of bounds. So 3:19 to play, third quarter. Lady Vikes trail by 13. Lady Bulldogs get it in bounds to Lemos. Little spin in the paint. Puts it up, no good. That's got to be a, oh, wow. That's a pretty aggressive move to end up with a jump ball. So jump ball possession going to Lady Bulldogs. Cope gets it in, throws it away. Here comes Ball. Cadence Ball puts it up and in. I don't know how that went in.
That was a tough shot.
But we'll take it. 35-24. Lady Vikes trail by 11. 3 minutes to play, third quarter. Nearly lost their pivot foot was McLennan. Now Lemos with it out top. She gets the elbow, loses it. Now here comes the Lady Vikes. Here comes Robertson. She wants to run the floor. She's cut off by 2, but she scores it over him. She's in double digits at 10. Robertson down to 9, 35-26. Lady Vikes on a little bit of a run here, and they get a turnover. Lady Bulldogs a little winded.
They're a little rattled too, Tony.
Here comes Veely back in the game. She comes in for McLennan. So Robertson now to inbounds. Lemos is going to take a break. She's like, I'll voluntarily go out. I think they're winded. Hinman Mitchell gets it to Kramer on the wing. Kramer goes the elbow. Needs help. She should have just shot that. She switched her pivot foot.
She sure did.
She should have just shot it. She had an opening there. Yeah, Eric just told her. Coach Lyons just said, put that up. Now, Lady Bulldogs nearly turned over again. Now Veely gets in the paint. It's blocked by Hinman Mitchell. 2:07 to play, third quarter. 35-26. Lady Vikes trail by 9. Maddox to get inbounds. Gets it into Spencer. She gets into Robertson. Misses the shot. Now rebound. Now 2 offensive rebounds for the Lady Bulldogs. They're going to say out of bounds off the Lady Vikes.
Tough break.
As Kramer was on the baseline. Now Bashir will check back in. Lady Vikes are doing a lot of good things on both ends of the floor right now. They just aren't getting any breaks. As Spencer gets an easy basket there. Spencer up to 13 points now. There's Robertson, gets it up to Hinman Mitchell. 1:45 and counting, third quarter. Lady Vikes trail by 11. Cadence Ball, yeah, that's just not a good pass there. It's another turnover. Up ahead to Bashir. Back up to Veely, now Maddox. Now a steal by Robertson, and she's on the run. She goes all the way and scores it. Ayana Robertson now with 12 points. 6 of them here in the third. Now layup by the younger Maddox. That's her first basket. 39-28, so back to an 11-point advantage for the Lady Bulldogs. So Lady Vikes cut it under 10, and then just like that, Lady Bulldogs go right back and score it. It's like the Lady Vikes have to really fight for every basket.
Yep.
The Lady Bulldogs answer just that quick. Just under a minute now. Steal by Veely, and she's going to go down for a layup, and it's good. Sarah Veely now with 4 points. Down to 38 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Lady Vikes trail by 13 again. They're going to call a timeout of Lady Vikes before the steal. So we got 41-28, 13-point lead. Let's take a 30-second break and listen to Viking basketball on V93.
With many years of combined experience, Eye Care Associates of Parsons has set the framework in providing comprehensive eye health examinations for all ages and routine vision care for families throughout the four-state area. Our optometrists and staff provide remarkable care with state-of-the-art technology to help with diagnosis and management of eye health conditions. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your next eye exam. Eye Care Associates of Parsons. Experience modern eye care.
Welcome back to Parsons High School. Tony Fuentes and Scott Marlowe. Brody Wright taking care of our live stream, and Karen Hardesty back at the KLKC studio. Lady Vikes trail by 13. 33 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Lady Vikes need a basket here in this last 33 seconds to try to get it back to that 10-point where they were at the half. We were hoping they could cut into that 10-point deficit, but doesn't look like that's going to happen here in the third quarter. Hinman Mitchell, guarded by Maddox. Hinman Mitchell goes all the way across, kicks it out the ball for a three, no good, but rebound by Stoneberger. They're going to call a foul on Madeline Bashir. That's her third. Lexi Jones checking in for Lady Vikes. So 19.7 seconds. Lady Vikes trail by 13. Hinman Mitchell to inbounds. It's into Jones. Stoneberger back out to Hinman Mitchell. Now nearly threw it away. Cadence Ball with it down to 10 seconds. Lexi Jones. Boy, this defense is just tough. Zvili gets a steal and missed the layup, so Lady Vikes catch a break there. The Lady Vikes trail by 13, 41-28, heading to the fourth quarter. Let's take a 30-second break and listen to Viking basketball on V93.
Life is about movement, and the human body is like any high-performance machine. When miles add up, parts wear down, and that's when pain begins, and here's where it ends. At Labette Health, our nationally recognized orthopedic and sports medicine surgeons use advanced techniques to reduce recovery times and relieve pain for miles to come. Feel like new again at Labette Health in Parsons, Kansas. For more information, go to labettehealth.com.
And welcome back to Parsons High School. Tony Fuentes and Scott Marlowe. And Scott, Lady Vikes trail by 13. We were hoping to cut into that 10-point deficit at the half, and it just didn't happen. There was a little chance there at about the 3-minute mark that I thought things could start going our way, and it just didn't happen.
Yeah, we shot 50%
really
in the quarter and just couldn't make up any ground. So Lady Vikes will probably have to play their best 8 minutes of the season to crawl back into this one. In Independence, they're just solid, Tony.
They are, and that's why they're 8-0.
That's right.
So we started the fourth quarter. Stoneberger gets it to Lexi Jones in the corner. Now Jones picks up her dribble, gets back to Hinman Mitchell. Thought about the long two. Now they got a foul on maybe Veely. Sure enough, that's her fourth.
Are they not giving her shots?
I guess not. I thought she was shooting. Now Lemos and Bashir check back in for Veely and Cope. So 7:48. Now Robertson underneath, missed shot. Another rebound, put back, no good by Robertson. There goes Lemos. Maddox with it now. 13-point advantage and the ball for Lady Bulldogs. Now the younger Maddox gives it back to her older sister. Brooklyn Maddox in the paint. Missed the shot. Lemos comes and gets the offensive board. Missed the shot again, but another offensive rebound by Lemos. Now Lady Vikes take the ball away, but they're going to call a jump ball, which is kind of unfortunate. I thought Hinman Mitchell got away with that one. So now Maddox inbounds underneath their own basket. Gets it in. Spencer. Now back to Maddox. They reset the shot clock, so down to 7 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. And now near steal. Now hounding defense by Hinman Mitchell. Now Robertson with the steal. She lost her balance. Throws it and ball picks it up. Now Lexi Jones gives off the ball. Back out to Hinman Mitchell. Nice steal there by Lady Vikes. Robertson really playing with a lot of spark. Now Ball wants a three. No good. Lady Vikes fighting for the rebound, and now Lemos comes out with it on the other side. She's going to take it right to the hoop. Missed the shot. Lexi Jones fighting for the rebound with Brooklyn Maddox. So now jump ball possession going to go to the Vikings this time. Brenda Kramer checking back in for the Lady Vikes. 6:19 to play, fourth quarter, 41-28. Lady Vikes trail by 13. Kramer with it. And now stolen by Lemos. Here she goes. She's going to try to go all the way, and it is blocked by Hinman Mitchell. And she's just like, are you kidding me? She told Cliff back, she's like, that was all ball.
Yeah, and I think she's right.
I think they're related. She's like, that was all ball. And he just smiled and just went straight to the table and said, number one. Oh, boy. Missed free throw by Lemos.
Both teams are tired, Tony.
Yeah, I agree. So first free throw missed, second free throw also missed, and she gets her own rebound though. Just no hustle on that rebound with Lady Vikes.
Yeah, I think their legs are getting a little heavy.
Now another shot and a foul, and this shot goes down for Brooklyn Maddox, and now she's in double digits. Took her that long to get the double digits. That's surprising.
Yeah,
she had those 3 threes early in the first half. But she's going to have a chance for the old-fashioned three here, and she gets it. So she's up to 12 points. So they have 3 players in double figures. 44-28 now, 16-point lead. This is the biggest advantage of the night. Stoneberger with it. Puts up a floater, and they're going to have a foul on Bashir. That's going to be her fourth, but 2 players now with 4 fouls for the Indy Bulldogs, but I don't think it's going to matter.
Yeah, there's going to be a tough hole to dig out of. Lady Vikes down 16 with 5:47 to go.
First free throw on the way for Stoneberger is no good. Stoneberg will have one more. 5:47 to play. Fourth quarter, second free throw is good. So Lady Vikes down by 15 at 44-29. Heidi Schultz checking in for Cadence Ball. Now Maddox to bring it up the floor, gets it off to McLennan, now to the younger Maddox. Now Lemos. Now McLennan for a three, no good, but Lemos, the offensive rebound and putback is good. So Kayla Lemos now with 12 points. And back to a 17-point advantage, and that's, again, the biggest advantage of the night. Brooklyn Maddox picks up her second foul. Cadence Ball will check back in for Lady Vikes. Schultz checking back out. Robertson gets it into Stoneberger. 5:20 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Lady Vikes now down by 17 to this undefeated Lady Bulldog team. I think they're keeping it here.
Yeah.
I think it did glance off of Maddox. Lady Vikes the inbounds, get it into Kramer. Now back to Hinman Mitchell. She is hounded by two Lady Bulldogs, and now she loses it. Now it's going to be another jump ball possession going to the Lady Bulldogs. .502 to play fourth quarter. Lady Vikes trail by 17. Here comes Lady Bulldogs. Lemos gives off to Maddox. Looking to run some clock here. Now Lemos gets in the paint, turn around. No good, but a rebound by the Lady Bulldogs. Now Spencer with it in the paint. Puts it up, no good. Another offensive rebound. This time Brooklyn Maddox puts it up, no good, and it goes out of bounds. So Lady Vikes will have the ball, but it's going to be a timeout, Lady Bulldogs. So let's take a 30-second break. You're listening to Viking basketball on V93.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
Welcome back to Parsons High School. Tony Fuentes and Scott Marlowe. We have 4.5 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. Lady Vikes trail 46-29. And just a tough game. I mean, I knew Independence was going to be tough, even coming in at 8-0. But I just didn't realize how stingy their defense was going to be.
Yeah, their defense has been incredible.
Kramer took steps there and they didn't call it. But we'll take every break we can get at this point. Cadence Ball kicks it back up to Stoneberger. Down to 4:19 to play in the ball game. Stoneberger lost it, and then Lemos has it, and that's going to be another jump ball. This time the possession arrow will stay with the Lady Vikes.
No, and Tony, most likely it's another undefeated team coming in here on Thursday. Burlington girls are undefeated.
Are they really?
Yeah.
I didn't realize that. That's unfortunate. So Lexi Jones, Heidi Schultz check back in for Lady Vikes. Now Cadence Ball puts up a shot, no good. Lemos with the rebound. Well, she's really palming that ball. Usually they call those. Now McLennan with it. Now Lemos back with it out on the wing. Gets it up to Brooklyn Maddox. Now McLennan. Down to 8 on the shot clock. And nearly threw it away. Now Maddox gets into the paint. Little floater, no good. And it's going to stay with the Lady Bulldogs as Lady Vikes tipped it out of bounds. Couldn't corral it. 3:32 to play. Fourth quarter, 46-29. Maddox throws it over the top. They're going to call 5-second, or they call timeout.
5-second violation.
So 5 seconds. I thought she threw it in before the 5, but we'll take it. So here comes Robertson. Robertson crosses over, gets at the ball. Now Hinman Mitchell underneath, scores it.
That was a good possession.
Hinman Mitchell now in double digits at 10. 46-31. Lady Vikes trail by 15. Now Haley Maddox with it. Throws it up, out of bounds. Turnover, Lady Bulldogs. So Bashir and Veely both with 4 fouls. Check back in, Scott. They're trying to go back to that starting lineup.
Yeah.
Just to finish this game, last 3 minutes. Robertson spin move, gets the elbow. Now she nearly loses it, needs help, gets it to Hinman Mitchell. Man, Spencer has done a really good job on Robertson. Now they're going to call a travel on the Lady Vikes. Now here comes.
Robertson's had a good game, but they've defended her well for the most part.
Bashir gets it up to Brooklyn Maddox. Near steal by Lady Vikes. Now Veely with it. Brings it back up top. Literally just need to run some clock and this game will be salted away. Now Spencer kicks it back out to Veely. Veely long two, no good. Up ahead to Lexi Jones. Lexi Jones gets it to Robertson. Robertson puts it up, tough shot. And now Schultz gets tied up with Lemos. They were back to back, Scott. Somehow their arms got tangled and they both went to the floor and they're going to call a foul on Schultz, which is unfortunate. Now Lady Bulldogs the inbounds with the 15-point advantage, 2:11 to play. Maddox gets it across, nearly turns it over. Feely. Back to Maddox. Schultz all over Maddox. Now I think they're just fine running some clock. Now Lemos gets in the paint, scores it. So Kayla Lemos now with 14 points. Robertson gets it to the three-point line and shoots a three, no good. Now here comes Maddox for the Lady Bulldogs. Minute and a half to play in the ball game. 48-31, Lady Vikes trail by 17. Sarah Veely gets it to Brooklyn Maddox. All the way across the Madison Bashir. Gives it up to Lemos. Now Veely nearly knocked it away, was the Lady Vikes, but now Lemos for a three, no good, but offensive rebound. And Veely pulls it all the way back up top. Under a minute to play in the ball game.
Yeah, 11 offensive rebounds in the second half, Tony.
That's tough. That is really tough. Lemos gives it off to Maddox. Just going to run some clock, it looks like. Lady Vikes just letting them run the clock. Tough game tonight. Lady Bulldogs going to move to 9-0. Lady Vikes will move to 2-7. And a basket goes in for Brooklyn Maddox. She gets up to 14 points as well. Down to 22 seconds in the game. 50-31. Lady Vikes going to lose this one tonight. And now Kramer in the paint, no good. Now 9 seconds to play. That's going to be your final score. 50-31. Lady Bulldogs move to 9-0. Lady Vikes move to 2-7. Let's take a 1-minute break and we'll come back for your Bowen Pharmacy post game on the girls' side. 1 minute break, V93.
Looking for a career that supports the U.S. national security mission? Join Day and Zimmerman here in Parsons, Kansas. Our salaried and hourly positions offer competitive compensation, starting at $22.90 for hourly roles, and all employees receive excellent benefits and room to grow. From production operators to engineering and beyond, you'll help supply America's defense and build a career you can be proud of. Apply today at careers.dayzim.com. You can make a difference at Day and Zimmerman.
In 2003, Tank Connection founders envisioned a Southeast Kansas-based company dedicated to innovating voltage storage tanks, offering superior products and services through a customer-focused team. 2 decades later, and products in 64 countries and on 6 continents, this vision endures. Tank Connection employee owners are dedicated to a future where their shared purpose brings empowered realities to as many lives as possible.
Welcome back to Parsons High School. Tony Fuentes, Scott Marlowe, and we are ready for the Bowen Pharmacy postgame report on the girls' side. I'm going to run down the scores first for the Lady Bulldogs. Brooklyn Maddox led all scores with 14. Oh, Kayla Lemos also had 14, so 14 for Maddox, 14 for Lemos, 13 for Caitlin Spencer, 3 points for Madeline Bashir, 4 points for Sarah Veely, and 2 points for Haley Maddox. Lady Vikes were led by Ayana Robertson with 12, Braylon Hinman Mitchell with 10, 2 points apiece for Heidi Schultz and Cadence Ball both, 1 point for Alex Stoneberger, and 4 points for Brenda Kramer. And Scott, just a little bit too much defense, a little too much offense for Lady Bulldogs that the Lady Vikes just couldn't overcome.
Yeah, we knew going into this that Indy wouldn't beat themselves, and that's how things played out. And you know, I think the Lady Vikes can play with Indy. I don't think athletically, I don't think there's a huge difference. Indy just more experienced. They have the long-term coach, which makes a bigger difference than I think a lot of people realize. You know, Coach Lyons is getting his system in place, and you know, we're seeing improvement every night, which is what we expected and what you hoped for. So, you know, Lady Vikes just need to keep fighting. I mentioned probably another, I'm assuming Burlington will win tonight, and we'll have another undefeated team coming in here Thursday night. So Lady Vikes just need to keep their heads up and, you know, keep fighting hard. You know, that Indy defense was pretty stout. You know, they were very stingy. They were in Lady Vikes' hip pocket pretty much the whole night. You know, so I think the Lady Vikes will be fine. You know, they'll have some more losses down the road, but you know they're not gonna be stuck on 2 wins the rest of the season either. And I'm just hoping that they can put in a good showing Thursday night, and then hopefully go over and get a couple of wins at Southeast.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Well, that's going to wrap it up for the girls' side. And Scott, how long do you want before the boys' side?
It's 7:19. Karen, why don't you send it back to us at 7:27? 7:27 for the boys' contest. We'll be back in about 8 minutes. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93.
Discover what you've been missing in Parsons, Kansas. Curious Minds Discovery Zone, a children's museum that inspires a love of learning, with hands-on exhibits for all ages to imagine, create, learn, and discover. Kids enjoy looking through microscopes, building on our magnetic ball run wall, creative play in our doctor's office or grocery store, and lots more. Discover, explore, Parsons, Kansas.
Hi, I'm Shelby, one of the pharmacists at Bowen Pharmacy. Not only do we keep you up to date on your COVID and flu vaccines, but we also offer pneumonia, shingles, hepatitis, meningitis, tetanus, and whooping cough vaccines. Based on the latest CDC guidelines, we can recommend the vaccines to keep you and your family healthy. Thank you for always choosing Bowen Pharmacy. We're here today and we'll be here tomorrow.
At Labette Center, we have worked hard to make it easier than ever to start on your journey to wellness. The center provides a full range of mental health and substance use services to individuals individuals of all ages. With expanded services and same-day access, you can begin your journey when you are ready. Visit our website at lcmhs.com to find out more about our services and begin your journey to wellness today. Labette Center for Mental Health. Help for today, hope for tomorrow.
Reaching your goals is closer than you think at Labette Community College. With 25 programs of study, 6 certificate options, and a campus that cares, your journey at LCC is sure to lead to success. Become a Cardinal. Visit labette.edu to learn more today.
Here's a bright idea: streaming without buffering. It's not 2014. There's no reason for laggy internet and buffering shows. IdeaTech has the technology. It's fiber optic cable. IdeaTech has brought high-speed fiber to 75 communities and counting. Don't put up with outdated internet. Stream without buffering. Another bright idea from IdeaTech.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
In 2003, Tank Connection founders envisioned a Southeast Kansas-based company dedicated to innovating voltage storage tanks, offering superior products and services through a customer-focused team. 2 decades later, and products in 64 countries and on 6 continents, this vision endures. Tank Connection employee owners are dedicated to a future where their shared purpose brings empowered realities to as many lives as possible.
Bowen Pharmacy supports the Parsons Vikings here, and here, and here. It's our goal to keep you covered. At Bowen Pharmacy, we give no excuses for you not to make it to the game. And it's always a great day to be a Viking.
Life is about movement, and the human body is like any high-performance machine. When miles add up, parts wear down, and that's when pain begins, and here's where it ends. At Labette Health, our nationally recognized orthopedic and sports medicine surgeons use advanced techniques to reduce recovery times and relieve pain for miles to come. Feel like new again at Labette Health in Parsons, Kansas. For more information, go to labettehealth.com.
With many years of combined experience, Eye Care Associates of Parsons has set the framework in providing comprehensive eye health examinations for all ages and routine vision care for families throughout the 4-state area. Our optometrists and staff provide remarkable care with state-of-the-art technology to help with diagnosis and management of eye health conditions. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your next eye exam. Eye Care Associates of Parsons. Experience modern eye care.
Here's a bright idea. Make sure you put your pants on before leaving the house. Sure, it seems simple, but sometimes simple doesn't happen. At IdeaTech, we think it's simple to have real people who live in Kansas helping customers. We understand that not everyone in our industry agrees. Then again, not everyone puts on pants before they leave the house. We think it's important to get the simple things right. Putting our pants on and providing local customer service. Another bright idea from IdeaTech.
At Labette Center, we have worked hard to make it easier than ever to start on your journey to wellness. The center provides a full range of mental health and substance use services to individuals of all ages. With expanded services and same-day access, you can begin your journey when you are ready. Visit our website at lcmhs.com to find out more about our services and begin your journey to wellness today. Labette Center for Mental Health. Help for today, hope for tomorrow.
I'm Shelby, one of the pharmacists at Bowen Pharmacy. Not only do we keep you up to date on your COVID and flu vaccines, but we also offer pneumonia, shingles, hepatitis, meningitis, tetanus, and whooping cough vaccines. Based on the latest CDC guidelines, we can recommend the vaccines to keep you and your family healthy. Thank you for always choosing Bowen Pharmacy. We're here today and we'll be here tomorrow.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
Time now for our Tank Connection pregame show for our boys contest. The 0-8 Parsons Vikings looking for win number 1 tonight, taking on the 4-3 Independence Bulldogs. And Tony, anytime you talk about Independence, you usually start out by talking about their 6'2 senior Kellen Lanning. He's just one of those guys who was just when you watch him play, he just looks like he was born to play basketball.
Yeah, he's scrappy, and he likes to talk.
Yes, he does.
He talks to the players, and he can back it up. That's the thing. You know, you get some of those guys that can really talk, and they can't really back it up. And he's a kid that can back up everything he talks.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a fun matchup to watch. Colbert as
Colbert's
well
tough,
is
yeah.
just Javen Colbert. He's just a junior, and he was tough last year. We were fortunate last year to beat them both times.
Yeah.
And
those were two really good wins. Yeah.
Both games came down to literally the last possession of the game both times. I think one of them might have even went to overtime if I remember right.
I think that's right. So.
But yeah.
You know, Indy had a couple of losses in the T-Bird Classic. It was an 18-point loss according to Max Preps against Mulvane. That's the one that just really stuck out to me as didn't really seem to fit. Then they had a big loss to Collegiate, and then most recently a 1-point loss to Coffeyville. But to me, their most impressive win, an 8-point win over Pittsburgh.
Yeah, that is impressive because Pittsburgh was very, very good here last week. And Coffeyville really impressed me last Friday night, Scott. I mean, to graduate 11 seniors,
yeah,
and then to still have, I want to say they're 6-2 on the season.
Yeah, they're off to a good start. Yeah,
I mean, it's just unfathomable to graduate that many players and still have that many kids coming right behind them. And so they knocked off this Independence team, which I'm sure Independence thought that they were just going to roll them.
Right.
And that wasn't the case. And I think it was a 1-point win, Coffeyville over Indy last Tuesday at Independence in overtime.
Yeah. So, you know, I know we won't harp on it, but you know the Vikings only able to put up 6 points in the first half down at Coffeyville. You know, so that's just.
Yeah,
I don't look for that performance to be repeated at any point the rest of the season. It was just one of those things where you just couldn't get the ball to go in the basket, and hopefully they can come out. And I know the guys and the coaching staff are eager to get win number 1 before going into that Lancer Classic next week, but man, it's not going to be easy. Independence will be favored tonight, and I want to say the Burlington boys only have 1 loss, Tony. I think they're ranked in Class 3A.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, tonight and Thursday night both going to be tough challenges for the Vikes, and I hope they're not 0-10 going into the Lancer Classic.
Yeah.
But man, it's possible.
Yeah.
And but you know, we knew this was going to be a tough year because of the youth of the Vikings, but they'll, you know. they'll keep fighting hard.
They're going to have to weather the storm and just stay with it. So, like you said, it's gonna be one of those seasons that you're going to take a lot of lumps, but if you learn from it, you can get better and come back stronger. And hopefully that's what happens on the boys' side.
So it's going to be the Vikings and the Bulldogs, and we're still a couple of minutes away. Still have to have our national anthem. So we'll step away for a 2-minute commercial break, and we'll be ready for basketball when we return. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93.
Life is about movement, and the human body is like any high-performance machine. When miles add up, parts wear down, and that's when pain begins, and here's where it ends. At Labette Health, our nationally recognized orthopedic and sports medicine surgeons use advanced techniques to reduce recovery times and relieve pain for miles to come. Feel like new again at Labette Health in Parsons, Kansas. For more information, go to labettehealth.com.
Discover what you've been missing in Parsons, Kansas. Curious Minds Discovery Zone, a children's museum that inspires a love of learning, with hands-on exhibits for all ages to imagine, create, learn, and discover. Kids enjoy looking through microscopes, building on our magnetic ball run wall, creative play in our doctor's office or grocery store, and lots more. Discover, explore, Parsons, Kansas.
Here's a bright idea: streaming without buffering. It's not 2014. There's no reason for laggy internet and buffering shows. IdeaTek has the technology. It's fiber optic cable. IdeaTek has brought high-speed fiber to 75 communities and counting. Don't put up with outdated internet. Stream without buffering. Another bright idea from IdeaTek.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
High School, Scott Marlowe, Tony Fuentes with you, ready for the Vikings and the visitors from Independence. Viking starters tonight are going to be Hauk, Pleasant, Ford, Heitman, and also Connor Largent, the 6'4" senior. And then I don't have a good look at the Independence starters yet.
Senior Spencer Crane, junior Javen Colbert, senior Kellen Lanning, junior Heston Smith, and sophomore Ian Martinez. And Ian Martinez looks like a football player, Scott. He's built. He's going to be tough to push around down the paint, that's for sure.
What number is Martinez? I don't even have Martinez
24.
on my. Oh, okay, way down here, the 6'2" sophomore.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's going to be it's just going to be a challenge every night for the Vikings, and it's been a rough start. I really wish they had gotten that win against Mulvane because they had it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That was their game.
Yep.
So anyway, Vikes will be in their home white with the blue and gold trim, and Indy will be in their traveling black with the orange and white trim.
How about Brad Smith still doing his thing, Scott?
Man, he was at LCHS for about a century, it seemed like, and then
long time.
And now he's been at Independence for several years.
At least 5 years, I think he's been in Indy.
I think he's been there for quite a while, and I think Anthony Hauk is in year number 13 already for PHS, and he's had a ton of success. Blah, blah, blah. It's track of how many trips to the state tournament, but it's got to be at least 5.
Yeah. Yeah, Marcus Landing was the longtime Indy coach, and he moved up to athletic director.
Yep.
And I think he called Coach Brad Smith and said, "Hey, got a spot for you, bud."
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's nice to have that experience as a head coach. I mean, you don't realize how much experience matters until you get into really game situations when the games are close.
Yeah.
And man, the coaching expertise really comes in handy on those close games.
So we're just about ready for basketball. Both teams still getting last-minute word from their respective head coaches. Vikes need to have a really good start tonight. Things did not go well at all down at Coffeyville, so you know they don't want to have a repeat performance. They want to come out, get off to a good start. It's going to be Heitman and Lanning for the opening tip. I was waiting to see if Lanning had words right off the bat, Tony, but not yet.
Not yet. He's going to wait a little bit, maybe.
Here we go, and the opening tip won by Independence. Looks like the Vikings are going to open up in a straight man-to-man defense. Colbert, he's a good point guard. Has his pocket picked. Great defense by Heitman. Heitman gets blocked. That was great defense by Lanning. He's known as a scorer, but that was a great block. Now quickly at the other end, a layup is going to go in off the glass. Heston Smith puts Independence on the board first. They lead at 2-0, 7.5 minutes to go in quarter number one. Looks like Indy will be in a man-to-man defense. Heitman on the baseline, throws it away.
Yeah, Vikes definitely need to take care of the basketball.
Yeah, turnovers. That's something the Vikes will have to limit tonight to keep it close. Colbert into the front court, calls out the play, gives it off to Martinez. Trying to go
turnover
inside. It's another steal for the Vikes. Early turnovers on Indy. Hauk. Skip pass over to Pleasant for three. No good, and rebounded by Lanning. Colbert into the front court. Indy leading 2-0. Great look underneath to Martinez, and he puts it in off the glass. Nice assist. Near steal in the backcourt. Ford saves the possession for the Vikes. He's double teamed. He got fouled. No call. Largent in the corner now. Vikes down 4-0. 6:35 to go in our opening quarter. Hauk with it. Picks up his dribble. Now to Largent. To Ford. He almost took steps. Pulls up from 15. Off the mark. No good. Lanning with his third rebound already here in the first quarter. Finds a man wide open for an easy basket. Defense fell asleep on that one. Crane puts Indy up 6-0 and a quick timeout by Coach Hauk. We'll just keep it here. Sneak in a quick thank you to some of our sponsors. We want to say thank you to Brown's Mechanical and Plumbing Services, Day and Zimmerman, Idea Tech, SEK Orthopedic, Doctors Mosier and Meister, Snyder Lawn Care, Labette Bank, Parsons Educational Foundation, Bowen Pharmacy, Roy's Auto Service, Wood Insurance Center, Community National Bank, Labette Center for Mental Health Services, also Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Parsons District Schools, Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray, Commercial Bank, Clemens Insurance Agency, Tank Connection, Elmhaven Nursing Home and Woodridge Estates, Labette Community College, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Bartlett Co-op, and also Labette Health bringing you Viking basketball. So not the start we were hoping for, Tony.
No.
We'll see if the Vikes can right the ship here coming out of this timeout. They're already down 6-0, 6:10 to go in the first quarter. Vikes almost break the press, and it's knocked out of bounds by Martinez. And Vikes will keep possession.
Yeah, Vikes 0 for 2 early on. Indy 3 for 3 early going, but they do have 2 turnovers.
And see if the Vikings can get anything going on the offensive end. Get it into Largent. Heitman had his man posted up. Now he kicks it out to Ford. Oh, cutter to the basket. Now they kick it out for a 3. Off the mark, no good by Hauk. Nice offensive rebound by Ford. He put back, no, it spins out. Tough shooting luck for the Vikes. And here comes Colbert with it. Penetrates and scores, and he's fouled. You know, one thing that the Viking guards have struggled with, Tony, throughout this season is they've just been outsized.
Yeah.
They're just smaller than the other team's guards. Colbert gets the roll, and it is 9-0 in favor of Independence. 5:40 to go in quarter number one. See if the Vikes can stop the bleeding here. In fact, we've got a steal in the backcourt. Nice pass underneath, and an easy layup for Colbert. It is now 11-0, and then a foul in the backcourt on Spencer Crane.
5 for 5, 100%.
Yeah, and I think
Bulldogs.
I think maybe all of those have been layups.
Yeah, pretty close to all of them. I think you might be right.
So Vikes down 11-0, 5:28 to go in quarter number one, facing this full court press. Pleasant gets it ahead to Largent. Largent takes a couple of dribbles, gives it off. Vikes nearly lose it out of bounds. Now Largent has it on the left wing. Goes up, strong, can't score. And Independence doing a great job on the glass. Martinez somehow gets it to go off the glass. He runs the court well. 13-0. Poked away. Somehow the Vikes get it back, and then the shot goes up and good.
We'll
for
take
Isaac
that.
Mack. Vikes needed that one. Finally on the board. 13-2 Indy. 4:35 to go. Good look underneath. Layup missed and pulled out of there. Vikes quickly head to Heitman. He's going to challenge the defender, and he's fouled by Lanning. I think Heitman's going to have a solid career, Tony. He's got the raw athleticism is definitely there. His free throws off the mark. He will have one more. Houck checks back in, replacing Largent. 4:28 to go in quarter number one. It's been all Indy in the early going. They lead at 13-2. Heitman's second free throw, no good. And Martinez with the rebound. Colbert into the front court. Gets it over to Smith. Guarded by Mack. Three-pointer from the corner goes down. Colbert, 7 points here in the first quarter. 16-2 Indy. And then the Vikes threw it away. Right idea by Houck because he had Heitman. It was probably going to be a layup, but he overshot him by just a little bit. 4:06 to go in quarter number one. 16-2. Independence on pace for a 32-point quarter if this continues.
It's like collegiate.
Yeah. Colbert into the front court, guarded by Ford. Vikes still in a man-to-man. Smith with it, guarded by Mack. Hands off to Lanning. Lanning gets it down low to Martinez. That's got to be a charge.
Wow.
Tony, help me out here. I don't understand that. Charge or a travel?
Houck must have been moving his feet or something.
Well, picks up his first, team second, and on the inbound, a layup. This is a really solid Independence team. 6 points for Martinez. They have a steal in the backcourt. Lanning loses the dribble, kicks it out to Colbert for three. Perfect.
9 for 10.
10 first quarter points for Colbert. It is 21-2 Indy with 3:33 to go in the quarter number one. We'll step away for a 30-second break and be right back. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93.
At Labette Center, we have worked hard to make it easier than ever to start on your journey to wellness. The center provides a full range of mental health and substance use services to individuals of all ages. With expanded services and same-day access, you can begin your journey when you are ready. Visit our website at lcmhs.com to find out more about our services and begin your journey to wellness today. The Vet Center for Mental Health. Help for today, hope for tomorrow.
Not the start the Vikings were hoping for, to say the least. Independence on top 21-2 with 3:33 to go in quarter number one. Mack with the lone basket for the Vikes. He's out on the floor along with Heitman, Hauk, Pleasant, and Ford. Vikes will have to face full court pressure. You get it into Pleasant, now to Ford. Bounce pass to Heitman. Get it into the front court. Ford picks up his dribble. Mack has it to Heitman. Heitman loses it, gets it back. Oh, nice look underneath, and there's Mack for the layup. Give Heitman the assist. 21-4. Blocked at the other end, goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Independence. Was that Mack that got that?
Yeah, that's a good block by Mack.
Yeah, he's having a good first quarter. Largent checking back in.
He hasn't played a whole lot of minutes on the varsity level. With Kai Gregory in street clothes, I think he's the next man up.
Right. Lanning to throw it in. Gets it to Smith. Lanning, who hasn't really looked to score, but Colbert has, and he's good again. The lefty knocks it down. 13 points. And then he gets the steal. Layup missed, follow no good. And then running it down in the corner, losing it, is the Vikes. 24-4, it's a 20-point lead for Indy. 2:40 to go in the first quarter. Martinez heads to the bench. I didn't even see who came in for him. Must have been Sprague.
Yep, Cayman Sprague.
Lanning, great look underneath. He can do it all. A no-look pass down to Crane. He gets the easy layup, 26-4. Indy on top. Oh, good look underneath. Ford, but he got it stripped. Looked like it's going to be a layup. Oh, we have an official timeout, and I'm not sure why. No, we've got one of the Indy players wearing a necklace or something. So they stopped play. 2:17 to go in quarter number one, and it has been all Independence, 26-4. Colbert gets it into Lanning. Lanning with a great look underneath. It went right through the hands, I believe, of Sprague. Yeah, see, they put up 26 points, and Lanning hasn't even looked to score.
It's
Tony.
crazy, isn't it?
He's just been a distributor here in the first quarter. Vikes facing this full court press. Mack. It's kicked. Out of bounds by Colbert. And Colbert, he had some really good first quarters against the Vikings last year.
Yeah.
Already has 13 points.
Unbelievable.
So the Vikes down big, 26-4, minute 53 to go in the first quarter. Ford to Heitman. Brings it over to Mack. He took steps, he launches a three and hits.
Wow.
He has taken full advantage of his opportunity to get some varsity minutes. He has all 7 points for the Vikings here in the first quarter. They're down 26-7. Minute and a half to go in the first quarter. Sprague with it, tries to back his man down. Now gives it off to Crane. Tough shot. I didn't see the foul, but the official did, and then we're going to have 2 free throws coming for Spencer Crane. Largent.
Indy's shooting 11 for 13.
Yeah, that's incredible. Well, when you're shooting layups, I guess you should have a high percentage.
True.
So Largent with his first personal. Did that free throw go down, Tony? I think
No,
I
he missed it. He missed it.
So
Fresh
first free throw, no good.
Senior Ethan Small checks in.
Second free throw is good. Vikes get it into Ford. And he has his pocket picked. Indy has it. Good pass underneath, and an easy layup goes down for Ethan Small. Another assist for Lanning. 29-7, Indy with a minute to go in quarter number 1.
Ethan Small, state champion golfer last year.
Okay. Largent takes one dribble, hands off to Mack, who's been the lone bright spot, but he has his pocket picked by Small out ahead of the pack. Missed the layup. Follow no good, and the Vikes come down with it. Heitman. Spin move. Loses it. He got bailed out by a foul on Small. Just 40 seconds left in the quarter. It's been all Indy, 29-7. They lead the Vikes. Mack to throw it in. Gets it into Pleasant. Indy in a stingy man-to-man defense. Largent takes a dribble, hands off to Mack. Over to Hauk for a three. Off the mark, no good. Indy continues to dominate on the boards. Even the 5'9" Crane was able to haul that one in for the Bulldogs. Small thought about a three. Kicks it in the corner instead. A three-pointer, of course, goes down for Smith. 32 points in the first quarter for Indy. They lead at 32-7, just 4 seconds. Will the Vikes get a shot off? Guarded three is blocked. And that is the end of the first quarter with the score. Indy 32 and Parsons 7. We'll be back in 1 minute. This is Viking basketball on B93.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
With many years of combined experience, Eye Care Associates of Parsons has set the framework in providing comprehensive eye health examinations for all ages and routine vision care for families throughout the four-state area. Our optometrists and staff provide remarkable care with state-of-the-art technology to help with diagnosis and management of eye health conditions. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your next eye exam. Eye Care Associates of Parsons. Experience modern eye care.
Yeah, welcome back to Parsons High School. Tony, it's not very often you see a team facing a 25-point deficit after one quarter, but unfortunately that's where the Vikings find themselves, down 32-7 to a very talented independent squad. Vikings will have the first possession. Mack gets it in. Mack with all 7 points for the Vikings in the first quarter. We'll see if the Vikings can find some other guys to chip in on the offensive end.
Yeah, Indy shot 77% in the first quarter.
Wow, that's incredible.
13 for 17. Vikings are 3 for 10, 30%.
Get it down to Mack, but he was covered up by Martinez. Nice drive by Hauk. It's blocked. Vikes get it back. Largent has
another turnover.
Yep, tried to get it down low, and it's picked off, and a left-handed layup goes down at the other end for Colbert, who now has 15 points. 34-7, Indy, 7:20 to go in our first half. Largent to Hauk. Largent. Now to Mack, back to Largent. Largent starts to drive forward from 14. Off the mark, no good, and just no second chances for the Vikings. Again, that's a 5'9" Crane elevating over everyone to get another rebound. Lanning could have shot at 3, and he's just not looking to score right now, Tony.
No, he's smiling. He's having a good time.
Yeah. Colbert gets around his man and scores. 17 first half points.
3 people on the floor, no foul.
I assume the Vikes know that he's left-handed. You'd want to try to do everything you can to make him go to the right. And now good anticipation by Crane. He gets the steal. Layup at the other end, goes down. Beat goes on for Independence, and then a near steal in the backcourt. Instead, they're going to stop play, let a couple of subs come in. 38-7. Independence by 31 with 6:14 to go in the first half. They continue to pick up the little token press. 31-point lead for Indy. Ford, nice drive. Turn around, no good. And then he hustles and gets the offensive rebound. Nice job by Ford. Oh, nice dribbling. But now he's quadruple teamed. Gets it out to Houck. Now to Heitman. Pleasant almost loses it. Back out to Heitman. Houck.
I think Lanning's just wanting him to shoot it.
Yeah, sure seemed like it. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Ford got bailed out with a foul, and they're going to give him 2 free throws. Smith picks up his first personal and the team's first here in quarter number 2. If Ford can knock down a couple of free throws. First one on the way is good. He's the first guy to score tonight for the Vikings other than Mack. (38-8), Independence on top. Second free throw spins out. Martinez with the rebound. Gives it off to Smith. Coach Brad Smith calls out the play. Sprague gives it off to Lanning, who I don't think has attempted a shot tonight. Down underneath, powering up and scoring over everybody is Martinez. He has 8 points. 40-8 is your score. Independence on top. 4:55 to go in the first half. Pleasant cut off on the baseline out to Heitman for an open 3. It's good.
Much needed.
And we have a 30-second timeout called by Parsons. 40-11 is your score. Independence on top. 4:46 to go in the first half. Colbert will check back in for Indy. He has just been unstoppable with 17 points here in the first half. Mack will check in for the Vikings as well, coming out of the timeout. And Tony, when you're outmanned and outmatched, and you know that Independence has some senior leadership.
Yeah.
You know that the Vikings don't really have this year because they're playing so many sophomores. Man, it's just tough. Wow,
yeah.
Looks like Cole Kennett checking in for the first time, I think, this year.
Yeah.
Tony, he had a hand injury. I didn't think he would get.
Oh, he played at Coffeyville.
Did he play at Coffeyville?
Yeah, he played a little bit.
So that'll give the Vikings some more size. We'll see how he matches up down low with Martinez.
Yeah, Shaw and Morton normally play a lot.
Yeah.
Neither one of them have came into the game yet.
Near steal, but Independence able to run it down. Martinez out to Colbert. There they make him go to the right. Three-pointer from the corner is off the mark, no good. There's Lanning with the rebound, and he will go to the right and score. He gets his first basket. 42-11, Independence on top, 4:13 to go in the first half. Ford double teamed. Gets it ahead to Mack. Mack has the ball kicked, and it'll stay with the Vikes.
Indy's 18, for 23.
Man, yeah, they have been extremely efficient on the offensive end.
The Vikings are 4 for 13.
And get it into Heitman. Out of Pleasant. Out top to Kennett. Mack wants a three. That one's short, but Heitman gets the offensive rebound and puts in a floater. He has 5 points here in the second quarter. 42-13, Indy with a big lead. 3:40 to go in quarter number 2. Largent will check in at the next opportunity for the Vikes. Smith with it. Hands off to Lanning, guarded by Heitman. Now Colbert calls out the play. Colbert from the free throw line. Off the back iron, no good, but yet another rebound for the smallest guy on the floor. Now they get it out to Colbert for 3, and guess what? It's good.
Unbelievable.
20 points here in the first half for Colbert. 45-13, Indy on top. Pleasant. A steal and an easy layup at the other end for Colbert. 47-13, Indy on top. 2:48 to go in our first half. Kennett gets it to Mack. Now in the corner to Pleasant for 3. It's off the mark, no good. Offensive rebound on the weak side, and a nice putback by Heitman. He's had a good quarter. He has 7 points. It's been pretty much Heitman and Mack been the 2 scorers tonight for the Vikes. They're down 47-15. Layup missed and rebounded by Mack. Yeah, he's been really impressive on both ends of the floor, Tony. He's had a good first half. They get down low to Kennett. Has his pocket picked. Up ahead of the pack and dunking with 2 hands is Lanning. He's a great athlete. 49-15, Indy on top. Vikes break the press. Pleasant was trying to get it down to Mack, and it's picked off by Crane. Lanning. Hands off to Colbert. Point guard leading the way with 20 points. Almost had his pocket picked, but he's just too good. He gets it back. Tough shot on the baseline. Goes down. Everything going down. Was there a warning? What do we have?
I don't think I think it's the delay game warning on
delay game
Lanning.
on Lanning.
It is kicked the ball after he dunked it.
51-15, Independence on top with 1:26 to go in the first half. Vikes continuing to face a full court press, near travel. Mack with it. Now the ball,
another turnover,
tipped away, and it is another turnover, sure enough. Lanning goes baseline to Martinez, and we have a traveling violation. We'll go over to the Vikes. Kyson Williams out on the floor for the Vikings. He hasn't gotten a ton of varsity minutes this year either. 5'8" sophomore. Mack almost throws it away. Now it is a steal. Another turnover. Great bounce pass underneath to Martinez. He powers up and scores another layup for Indy, and they unbelievably lead this one 53-15 with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Largent gets it ahead to Mack. He's going to go, fakes the 3. Now he pulls up from about 12. It's no good. Williams fighting for it, knocked out of bounds, I believe, by Indy. It'll stay with the Vikes. 34 seconds left in what's been a very difficult first half for the blue and gold.
And the Vikes 3 for 10 in the first quarter, 3 for 8 here in the second quarter. The Indy shot 12 more shots than the Vikings.
Wow. Almost a backcourt violation right there on the Vikes. But Williams has it on the right wing to Largent. Now over to Houck. Back out to Largent, fakes a three. The big man going to drive, and he's fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot two. First of two for Largent, in and out, no good. Looking for his first point. Ford checks in, replacing Mack. .64 senior gets the second one to go. 53-16, Independence on top. They will hold for the last shot. Reichenberger running the point. Guarded by Williams. Calls for a screen, picked up by Largent. 5 seconds, they go down low to Martinez. Finds a man open in the corner for a three at the buzzer, and it's good. Small knocks it down, 56-16, a 40-point lead for Independence as both teams head to the locker room. 40-point lead for Indy. We will step away for a 3-minute commercial break, and then we will come back, break down the first half. You're listening to Viking Basketball on V93.
And now for your halftime entertainment, the Parsons High School Dust Kickers. Performing tonight, we have freshman Brogan Adams, Olivia Certeno, and Kimberly Brennan. Sophomores, Constanza Batista and Heidi Schultz. Juniors, Sailor Bolsinger. Co-captain Ava Meyer and Fabio Ramirez. Finally, your senior and captain of the Dust Kickers, Natalie Bowman. Tonight's dance was choreographed by Captain Natalie and co-captain Ava.
And we're back live at Parsons High School. Time now for our Eye Care Associate halftime show, brought to you by Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray. Huge lead for Indy at the break, 56-16. Real quickly, we'll go down the scoring totals. Javen Colbert, 5'10" junior. He's just a handful. He can do it all. He has 24 points to lead Indy, 10 points for Ian Martinez, Ethan Small with 5, Heston Smith with 5, Spencer Crane with 7, Kellen Lanning with 4. Leading the way for the Vikes, it was Mack and Heitman with 7 points apiece, and then Largent and Ford each had 1 point. Tony, if you had told me at halftime Kellen Lanning, the 6'2" senior for Indy, would only have 4 points,
I'd be like, man, we're in the game.
but man, he showed that he could control things in other ways, besides scoring. And he just, I'd lost track of how many assists he had, but he had a lot of no-look passes. And you mentioned several times in the first half that high shooting percentage for Indy, and Lanning was a big reason for that because he kept finding guys wide open under the basket for easy layups. But yeah, 56-16, Tony. Obviously, game out of reach, down by 40 at halftime. What do the Vikes need to focus on in these last 2 quarters?
Just fundamentals, just trying to limit their turnovers and just trying to, get back to some of the basics. Man, it's the last 2 games they've been so out of sorts. 13 turnovers in this game. They're shooting 6 for 18, 33%. I mean, the percentage is a little bit low, but it's just they're just not getting enough shots. And the crazy thing is they only have 3 defensive rebounds, the Vikings.
Yeah.
And they have 5 offensive. They have more offensive rebounds than Indy, which is surprising.
That does surprise me.
But Indy is shooting 24 for 31, so they've only missed 7 shots.
Right.
And they've gotten 4 offensive rebounds off those 7 misses. So, I mean, yeah, it's kind of unheard of, really. It's just Indy shooting 76%.
Yeah, that's crazy.
24 for 31. I mean, they shot 13 more shots than the Vikings. I mean, it's almost like collegiate all over again.
I'm 99% sure. I'm going back nearly 40 years here, but when Parsons won the state championship back in '87, their opponent in that state championship game, I believe, shot 76% in the first half.
Wow.
But Parsons only trailed by 3 at the break.
Wow.
As opposed to 40. So, yeah. But yeah, I think you're right, Tony. The Vikes need to come out and work on fundamentals. Coach Houck keeps putting in, every face that I see going in, with the exception of Cole Kennett, who's been out most of the year with an injury. Virtually everybody that goes on the floor is a sophomore.
Yeah.
So it's just, and that's how it is. A public school, public high school, you're going to go through times like this. We saw it with Baxter Springs over at the Lancer Classic.
Yeah.
They had a great senior class, had a really good couple of years, and then bam, they lost everybody, and then and then they couldn't win a game.
Yep.
And so the Vikings are just going to have to stay the course and keep fighting and keep working on fundamentals, and hopefully play a solid second half tonight and get ready for Burlington. Just 1 day rest. That's a Thursday game.
It's gonna be a tough week, really.
Yeah, it is. So once again, your halftime score: Indy 56, Parsons 16. Let's take a 1-minute break, and we'll be close to the start of the second half. When we return, you're listening to Viking Basketball on B93.
At Labette Center, we have worked hard to make it easier than ever to start on your journey to wellness. The center provides a full range of mental health and substance use services to individuals of all ages. With expanded services and same-day access, you can begin your journey when you are ready. Visit our website at lcmhs.com to find out more about our services and begin your journey to wellness today. Labette Center for Mental Health. Help for today, hope for tomorrow.
In 2003, Tank Connection founders envisioned a Southeast Kansas-based company dedicated to innovating voltage storage tanks, offering superior products and services through a customer-focused team. 2 decades later, and products in 64 countries and on 6 continents, this vision endures. Tank Connection employee owners are dedicated to a future where their shared purpose brings empowered realities to as many lives as possible.
Looking for a career that supports the U.S. national security mission? Join Day and Zimmerman here in Parsons, Kansas. Our salaried and hourly positions offer competitive compensation, starting at $22.90 for hourly roles, and all employees receive excellent benefits and room to grow. From production operators to engineering and beyond, you'll help supply America's defense and build a career you can be proud of. Apply today at careers.dayzim.com. You can make a difference at Day and Zimmerman.
In the 2025-26 season, we want to say thank you to Labette Health, Bartlett Co-op, Carson Wall Funeral Homes, Labette Community College, Elm Haven Nursing Home and Woodridge Estates, Tank Connection, Clemens Insurance Agency, Commercial Bank, Eye Care Associates of Parsons, Doctors Newland, Gilmore, and Ray, Parsons District Schools, Forbes Hoffman Funeral Homes, Labette Center for Mental Health Services, Community National Bank, Wood Insurance Center, Roy's Auto Service, Bowen Pharmacy, Parsons Educational Foundation, also Labette Bank, Snyder Lawn Care, SEK Orthopedic, Doctors Mosier and Meister, also Idea Tech, Day and Zimmerman, and Brown's Mechanical and Plumbing Services. So if you're joining us late, it was all Independence in the first 16 minutes. They lead 56-16 as we get ready for quarter number 3. They will put out their original starting 5. Vikings will go with Largent, Heitman, Hauk, Pleasant, and Ford. Independence will have the first possession, and we are ready for the second half. They get it into Smith. And Colbert with it. Colbert calls out the play. Hands off to Lanning. Oh, good look underneath. And turnaround goes down for Martinez. He has 12 points, I want to say off 6, essentially 6 layups, although that was a pretty good turnaround on that one. Vikes break the press. Heitman to Largent. Largent goes baseline, cut off, back out. Wide open 3, goes down. Hauk knocks it down. Gets his first basket. 58-19 is your score. Independence on top. Smith with it. Back to Colbert. Martinez almost lost it. Left elbow, gets around his man, and his layup is missed. Vikes slow to go to the ball. Coach Hauk very disappointed with that. Lanning kicks it out for a 3, and banking it in is Smith. It's been that kind of night for the Vikings. Wow. When it's not your night, it's not your night. Largent to Ford. To Largent. He's going to try a 3. Off the mark, no good. And Colbert with the rebound for Indy. They lead at 61-19. His floater, no good, but an offensive rebound by Martinez, no good. But yet another offensive rebound, and finally a shot that is missed and a defensive rebound by the Vikes. Up ahead to Ford. Goes up, no good. And Martinez with the rebound. Now Lanning with it. Has his pocket pick. Great defense by Ford. Can't score, but he's fouled. And Ford will go to the line to shoot 2. Ford's had a couple of nice steals tonight. Looks like Mack and Kennett are going to check in after this free throw. Ford 1 out of 2 from the line tonight. He has 1 point. 5'8" sophomore. Puts it up, and it's good. 61-20, a 41-point lead for the Bulldogs. One more free throw coming for Ford. In and out, no good. Can't believe how many rebounds Crane has tonight, just listed at 5'9". Go down low to Martinez. He's been tough tonight. couldn't get that one to go. It's rebounded out of there by Largent. Pleasant over to Ford. Up ahead to Mack, goes baseline, and oh, he missed it. I thought he had it. Bad shooting luck for the Vikes. Colbert calls out the play, gets into the front court. To Martinez at the top of the key. Now over to Crane. Down low to Smith. Boy, that could have been an offensive foul. Really shoved off. Extended his arm, but no call, and Smith gets the basket.
We've seen that happen several times tonight.
And that's a traveling violation that I think was missed.
A couple of times in the girls' game that they didn't call that.
Yeah, and a 10-second violation on the Vikes. 5:08 to go in the third quarter, 63-20, all Independents. Needless to say, this has been the most frustrating start to a season for Coach Hauk. And he's in his 13th year. Colbert with it, directing traffic. Gets it to Crane, the elbow, finds a man cut into the basket, and the layup goes down. Smith in double figures with 12 points, 65-20 Independence. Vikes break the press, Kennett has it in front of the Viking bench. Nice bounce pass to Pleasant, and he scores. Nicely done. Pleasant gets his first basket, and a timeout on the floor. 65-22, Independence on top. We'll be back in 30 seconds. So this is Viking basketball on V93.
With many years of combined experience, Eye Care Associates of Parsons has set the framework in providing comprehensive eye health examinations for all ages and routine vision care for families throughout the four-state area. Our optometrists and staff provide remarkable care with state-of-the-art technology to help with diagnosis and management of eye health conditions. Give us a call or visit our website to schedule your next eye exam. Eye Care Associates of Parsons. Experience modern eye care.
.432 to go in quarter number 3. Indy leading the Vikings 65-22. Tony, I've been getting a kick out of Coach Smith during some of these timeouts. You would think his team was behind by 43 instead of leading by 43.
Yeah, he's lighting them up over here. He definitely wants to get the most out of these kids.
Yeah.
He's got a pretty good squad. I mean, he's got some players.
Colbert dribbles into the front court, guarded by Ford. Vikes in a man-to-man defense. Gets it to Smith. Smith gets a good screen out top. Goes Martinez, who's had a good game. Goes up over Kennett and scores. 14 points for Martinez. He's just a sophomore.
Wow. It's going to be another 10 seconds. It's going to be another 10 second.
Sure enough.
Wow.
Another turnover.
2 times in a row they can't get it across half court. And it's not even, I don't even feel like it's that crazy of a press.
Yeah, it really isn't. It's almost just like a lack of focus. Williams and Pleasant head to the bench. Hauk, Heitman, Largent, Kennett, and Ford out on the floor for the Vikings. Smith with it, gives it off to Crane. Now to Martinez, goes with the left hand and scores. 16 points for Martinez. 69-22, Independence on top. Vikes break the press. Ford with it. Nice spin move, and then gets blocked out of bounds, and will stay with the Vikes. Sprague into the lineup for Indy. Martinez will head to the bench.
Tough night. Man.
Hauk gets it in to Ford. Vikes down by a whopping 47 points here with 3:18 to go in the third quarter. Three-pointer by Houck. Spins out, no good, and rebounded by Sprague. Smith at the other end, his floater, actually it was a alley-oop lob that was missed, but then an offensive rebound, putting it back and getting fouled is Lanning.
Yeah, they're 7 for 13 in this quarter, and they have 4 offensive rebounds. So it's just they got 8 offensive rebounds, and they've only missed 13 shots in the game.
Lanning with 6 points is his first free throw, and it's good. 50-point lead for Indy with 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Ford picked up by Bowers, who just checked in. Three-pointer off the mark, no good. Nice offensive rebound by Ford. Dribbles out of traffic, then has his pocket picked. Layup off the glass, missed on purpose so that a dunk can be followed up by Kellen Lanning. It's all fun and games right now for Indy. Three-pointer off the mark, no good. Lanning has it, dribbles through traffic. Nice bounce pass, layup blocked, and free throws coming for Smith. It shows you how quickly things can change at the high school level, Tony. You mentioned, Parsons with those 2 hard-fought wins against Indy a year ago. And now here this season, Indy leads by an incredible 52 points. Air ball on the free throw. Smith will have one more. Second free throw is good. (75-22) is your score. Independence on top. 2:20 to go in the third quarter. Ford into the front court for the Vikes. Gets the screen out top. Now to Heitman. Gives it off to Houck on the right wing. Right back to Heitman. In the corner, Hunsley, who just checked in. Ford kicks it out. Down to 3 seconds on the shot clock. Nice drive, no good, but we have a couple of free throws coming for Elijah Hunsley. First free throw, perfect. Tony, obviously the Vikes are young this year, and it's just a down year talent-wise overall, and a lot of that has to do with the youth and the inexperience. The other problem is nobody else in the SEK is having a down year.
No.
It's just a bad situation for the Vikes. Second free throw, no good, so it's 75-23. At the other end, Bowers can't score, but he's fouled, and will go to the line to shoot 2. Big lead for Indy, 75-23 with 1:37 to go in quarter number 3. Bowers' first free throw is off the back iron, no good. Coach Houck still working the officials. Bowers' free throw off the mark, no good, but then it's run down by Sprague, and Independence will have another possession. Reichenberger with it.
Ooh, he almost stepped back court.
Yeah, that was close. Bowers back to Reichenberger, and he did take steps. It'll go over to the Vikes.
First turnover of the third quarter. (16-5) turnovers.
Ford up ahead to Mack. Over to Heitman. Now to Ford. Ford into the paint. Took steps, but he got fouled. Essentially traveled because he got fouled. Bucks will take it out underneath their own basket. Just 1:06 to go in the third quarter. Huge lead for Independence. Vikings are going to fall to 0-9 and 0-5 in the SEK. They'll try again Thursday night against a very good 3A team out of Burlington. Another turnover. It's a steal for Indy. Reichenberger wants to take it himself. Great block by Largent. To Pleasant. He goes up, can't score, but he's fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Pleasant's free throw on the way is good. 75-24 in favor of Independence. 40 seconds to go in quarter number 3. A lot of subs out there right now for Indy. McCutcheon with it. Reichenberger, he gets fouled. Boy, we haven't had a lot of fouls called in this game, but now with some of the subs in, seems like fouls are starting to tick upwards. Mack gets the personal, his first. 4 team fouls apiece here in the third quarter. Independence might hold for 1. Nope, they work it down low to Sprague, goes up and scores. His first basket. 77-24 Independence. Largent. Hands off to Ford. Five seconds to go in the quarter. Tough shot is going to go down. What a shot by Andre Ford. And that's the end of the third quarter with your score. Indy 77, Parsons 26. We'll be back with the fourth quarter in 1 minute. This is Viking basketball on V93.
At Labette Community College, we're passionate about medicine and compassionate about people. Our highly trained instructors provide innovative career-specific education in the field of diagnostic medical sonography. Do you already have an associate or bachelor's degree in healthcare? Earn an additional certification in sonography. LCC offers a 12-month completely online program with a clinical component. In as little as 1 year, specialize in OB, abdomen, or vascular. For more information, text pound SONO to 620-293-6671 today. Apply online at labette.edu.
Hi, I'm Shelby, one of the pharmacists at Bowen Pharmacy. Not only do we keep you up to date on your COVID and flu vaccines, but we also offer pneumonia, shingles, hepatitis, meningitis, tetanus, and whooping cough vaccines. Based on the latest CDC guidelines, we can recommend the vaccines to keep you and your family healthy. Thank you for always choosing Bowen Pharmacy. We're here today and we'll be here tomorrow.
And we're back live at Parsons High School, Harold C. Johnson Gymnasium. Referee waiting for the scoreboard clock to get reset to 8 minutes, and now we are ready for the fourth quarter. Obviously, we'll have a running clock. Here are the final 8 minutes. Morton out on the floor for the Vikings to start the fourth quarter, along with Kennett. Reichenberger moves it off to Sprague. Tough shot, no good. Nice rebound by Kennett, and he hands off to Williams. Morton with it. Out to Houck. To Hunsley. Williams right in front of the Viking bench. Out to Morton. Kennett wants the ball. They tried to get it to him, but Sprague steps into the passing lane and gets the steal. Independence sets up man in the corner for a wide open three, hits the side of the backboard, and the Vikes have it. Ethan Small had a good look at it, but couldn't get it to go. Hunsley for three, no good. And Small is right there for the rebound. Reichenberger hands off to McCutcheon, and then a foul on Morton. Clark going to check in for the Vikings. Hunsley heads to the bench. Clock on the move, 6:30 to go in our ball game, 77-26. Then all Independence. Off the inbound shot, no good. Kennett with another rebound. Vikes up ahead, I think it went off the hands of Houck, sure enough. It goes over to Indy. Johan Barker into the lineup for the first time for Indy. Reichenberger guarded by Ford. Hands off to Small, top of the key. Over to McCutcheon. Reichenberger on the left wing. Dribbles around the top of the key, kicks it in the corner to Small. Now he penetrates, floater off the glass, no good, and Morton there for the rebound for the Vikes. Clark over to Kennett. Kennett around the top of the key. Ford on the right wing. Tried to drive to the basket, but was cut off by Small. Got it down to Kennett, and then the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to say it was last touched by the Vikings. 5 minutes to go in our game. Big lead for Indy. They're going to move to 5-3 on the year. McCutcheon gets the ball into Reichenberger. Bowers gives it off, and then I think that was Reichenberger. Got it to go. That's his first basket. 79-26 in favor of Independence. 4:20 to go in our ball game. And then a foul on Reichenberger. Heitman into the lineup for the Vikes, replacing Kennett. You know, once Kennett gets some more minutes, Tony, it could be a nice addition. We'll give him another big guy down low other than just Largent. Meanwhile, Heitman with it. Nearly loses it, gets it back. Out top to Largent. Picks up his dribble, finds Clark. And we're back to Williams. Morton, the right elbow, powers his way to the basket and gets fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot two. Morton looking for his first point of the night. And he got it to go. One more coming for Morton. Just 3 minutes on the game clock as it continues to wind down. Hunsley will replace Largent in the Viking lineup. 79-27, Independence leading this one. Second free throw is off the mark, no good. Hunsley almost had the offensive rebound, ball loose, and the Vikes have it. Clark gives it off to Williams. Williams being hounded, but gives it off to Heitman. Reverses direction, took steps, no call. Williams for three, short, and then it is rebounded by Independence. Up ahead to Reichenberger. Got the layup to go. 81-27 Indy. Williams over to Hunsley. Clark to Heitman. Needs some help. Now to Hunsley in front of the Viking bench. Now to Morton. To Williams. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Got it down to Hunsley. Now the ball is loose. And they're going to call a tie-up situation. They'll go over to Independence. Approaching the minute-and-a-half mark of quarter number 4. Indy is going to get win number 5. Vikings will try to get win number 1 Thursday night when a very good Burlington team comes calling. Bowers at the free throw line, kicks it in the corner to Reichenberger. Double dribble.
It's only 6 turnover on Indy.
Yeah, they've been solid from start to finish.
The Vikings have had 20.
1 minute to play. Williams over to Heitman. Nice drive by Heitman, left-hand shot, no good, and a good rebound pulled out of there by Bowers of Independence. McCutcheon. Wild shot in the lane, no good, but an offensive rebound. And now they can probably just dribble out the clock. Game clock and shot clock are virtually even, but a three-pointer put up instead. No good. Offensive rebound by Bowers. Put back, no good. Barker somehow gets it, and then he's blocked from behind, but he's going to go to the line to shoot 2, but he won't have time to shoot them because the clock will keep running down to 0. He won't have time to get the free throws off. Final score is going to be Independence 81 and Parsons 27. So, tough night for the Vikings. That is the ball game. The officials weren't even sure, but yeah, that is the game. Final score 81-27. Independence wins it easily. And so we'll take a 1-minute break, and then we'll be back with the Bowen Pharmacy postgame show. You're listening to Viking basketball on V93.
Here's a bright idea. Make sure you put your pants on before leaving the house. Sure, it seems simple, but sometimes simple doesn't happen. At IdeaTech, we think it's simple to have real people who live in Kansas helping customers. We understand that not everyone in our industry agrees. Then again, not everyone puts on pants before they leave the house. We think it's important to get the simple things right. Putting our pants on and providing local customer service. Another bright idea from IdeaTech.
Discover what you've been missing in Parsons, Kansas. Curious Minds Discovery Zone, a children's museum that inspires a love of learning, with hands-on exhibits for all ages to imagine, create, learn, and discover. Kids enjoy looking through microscopes, building on our magnetic ball run wall, creative play in our doctor's office or grocery store, and lots more. Discover, explore, Parsons, Kansas.
And we're back live at Parsons High School. Time now for the Bowen Pharmacy postgame show. Easy win for Independence tonight as they run away from the Vikings 81-27. Indy now 5-3 on the year. Vikings are up to 0-9, 0-5 in the SEK, and they'll host Burlington again. That is a Thursday night game, not Friday, so we'll be on the air a little before 6 o'clock for our girls contest. So very, very talented girls and boys teams that are coming down out of the north there, hour and a half away from Burlington. But Tony, tonight, just, Independence was just too good. Colbert, 24 points, all in the first half. He just controlled everything. Lanning, the senior, 9 points, didn't even really look to score tonight. He just distributed the ball, a lot of no-look passes, and Indy pretty much dominated us on the boards as well. And, they were just obviously the much better team.
Yeah, they definitely were just dominant from start to finish, and I had them shooting 35 for 57, 63%. Parsons 9 for 30, 30%. I mean, turnovers, 20-6. I mean, you just can't turn the ball over. And then rebounds, we got out rebound 31-18.
Yeah.
13 offensive rebounds for Indy. So they had 20 missed shots and 13 offensive rebounds. I mean,
yeah,
that's tough.
Well, I mentioned Colbert with the 24. Ian Martinez, a sophomore, had a nice night with 16. Believe it or not, I think those were the only 2 players in double figures. I take that back. I think Smith, it looks like Heston Smith, had 13. Real quickly, I'll go down the scoring totals for the Vikings. Heitman and Mack with 7 apiece. 1 point for Morton, 1 point for Largent, 4 points for Ford, and then 3 points apiece for Pleasant and Hauk. And any final words, Tony? Not much you can say.
Just a tough night.
Yeah, tough night all the way around. So we'll try again. Thursday night, Vikings hosting Burlington. Again, Indy gets the win tonight over the Vikings, 81-27. That'll wrap it up for the Bowen Pharmacy postgame show. For Tony Fuentes, Brody Wright, and also Karen Hardesty back in the studio, this is Scott Martin.